Bueno.
Son mamadas, güey. I don't listen to shit like that.
What's happening?
Yo, can you hear us, Julián?
Oh, no.
Hey, güey, ¿estás tomando café, güey?
Sí. A esta hora. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, güey.
Okay, can you hear us all? Okay, this is the first time I meet Julián, man. So Julián is he's how long have you been doing comedy now?
A little bit over 2 years now.
So 2 years, but you started with like your Instagram and all that, right?
Yeah, I started Instagram, and then I always wanted to do comedy, but I was just scared, bro.
Hey, typical Latino. Our parents don't say, no tengas pendejo. Ponte a trabajar.
¿Ah? Mi papá quería que sea mecánico, güey.
Yeah, dude. Like, ponte a estudiar y trabajar. ¿Qué chistes ni qué da verga? That's how my mom talks.
Our parents are our biggest obstacles.
Yeah, dude.
Dice, me brinqué esa cerca que tienes atrás de ti para hacer de la mejor vida y no, güey.
Yeah, right? Fuck it. So Jose is up in the, I don't know what corner. Jose is the one with the artwork behind him. Jose, yeah. Vazquez, Jesus, Flores down with the teal wall next to him. I don't know if that's the
Jose and
right.
Jesus?
Jose, Jesus, and Julián, right?
Simón.
The 3 J's.
JJ's.
Yo soy Francisco.
Triple J.
Cisco for short.
Es que I forgot we were going to go on the podcast, and I went to go pick up an elliptical porque me dije que hacer ejercicio, güey.
So, you know, I know Julián because Bebos has spoken of him.
Yeah,
you know, quite often. Bebos is a comedian from out here. He lives in the IE. And I know so your thing is you started making videos as El Gordo Mamon on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, first I started from my shop. Que era Memo Smogs 40. Hacía smog checks, güey.
Uh-huh.
And then from there I changed the name porque my wife's like, you can't be posting the shit you post on your business page. And then she created El Gordo Mamon.
That's true, dude. You're making smog checks and you're making videos about cheating on the smog check.
No. I don't want to tell you why I don't do smogs no more, but that's why.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I even got a smog check tattoo. You can't even see it. Can you see it? Oh,
I could see something, but I can't make it out.
Oh yeah. I see it. I see the logo. Yeah,
the check. Yes.
The check. The little circle with the red check. Oh, sí se ve.
I have a green screen too, but I have all kinds of shit that way. Oh, fuck it.
Órale. So you make your videos right there? That's your little studio?
I make my videos, and then right here, or my room, whatever.
So he's got quite a following, man. He's been, so you've been at it, you've been doing those videos for how long now?
I started in about, like 2014, and then I kind of, like,
okay,
like end of 14 I got more serious, you know, and then I started buying equipment and learning about how to edit the videos and just learning more about that aspect of making videos, you know.
It's just interesting how people just start following you. You start like with 1 click and then 3 likes and then 4 likes and you're up to like 500 likes and 1,000 likes. You're like, God damn.
Está chistoso, güey, porque the guy that worked with me right there le decía, hey, güey, ya llegué a los 3,000. And I'm like, yeah, güey, ya llegué a los 4,000. And I'm like, fuck, as soon as I knew it, I'm like, oh shit, 10K, fucking boom.
That's fucking sick.
So I guess the main question is, are you monetizing this?
Right now, the way I monetize my Instagram is I run advertisements on my page. I also take pictures for people. I use my platform like, hey, I'll take pictures of I'll charge you a certain fee. I'll take pictures of your products. I'll also post it on my page, and you can keep all the pictures. I make commercials for people también, you know.
Nice.
By the way, I have no idea what it feels like, 5K, 10K, none of that shit.
Dude, you should see me like with 3 likes. I'm blowing up over here.
I actually had one comedy video that reached like 350,000 on YouTube, good. And then I deleted that page.
Wait, why'd you delete it?
I just, because I didn't want to use that name anymore. I was rebranding.
Yeah, he could have changed the title name on the thing.
No. It was on YouTube though. On YouTube, you can't change it. Once you put a name on it.
You could.
Can you change it?
You could have to. You have to go through a process.
You're lying.
Yeah.
You could change it every 3 months.
Really? On YouTube?
Yeah, you can change the whole name you can change the title of your video. You can change your whole YouTube name.
Damn, dude.
You
have to show me how to do that. I fucked up. I mean, I don't know why I only had one video. Like the other ones had like 5,000, 8,000. That one had like 300 and something thousand.
You could have get paid for that shit.
Yeah, fuck it. It was, and you know what? It wasn't even that good of a comedy video. I mean, it was like 10 years ago, and I'm like,
comedy's hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's a whole different thing. Like on a video, I could do a different take, bro, and it's cool, you know. But in a comedy, you only have the one shot right there on the stage, bro.
yeah. So I spoke to, I don't know if you guys know who Hector Suarez. He just passed away. Don Hector Suarez. He's a big time Mexican comedian. Maybe I'll get a picture of him and I'll share it. Because then once you see the picture, then you're like, oh yeah, I know who that is. And if you don't, huh?
The first show I did in Spanish was with Luis Alba and Richard Villa. And I fucking bombed bad, bro, at the improv, like 400 people.
Oh, shit.
But that motivated me, you know?
Yeah, of course. But
wait. Hey, what did you write? What was like one of the worst jokes?
I kind of went up there, like kind of knowing what I wanted to say. And then I just fucking, I was like, mi papá desde, y que mi papá, tengo dos papás, un padrastro, blah, blah, blah. Estoy haciendo comedia porque me cacharon siendo small chuecos. And then I was like, I started sweating. I'm like, fuck, estoy sudando. Se me hace que me tomé un té de Herbalife ese rato.
Yeah. So this is Don Hector Suarez. And once you see him, you'll be like, oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he just, that's my friend's dad, man. He just passed away.
Oh, man. R.I.P.
So I got to meet him in Mexico City because his son is a pretty good friend of mine. I mean, we're not like tight, but he always, he's always shown me love. He's always talked good about me. That's important, right? And so he invited me to a theater show him and his dad used to do together. They did stand-up comedy. And the dad, out of respect, the son would let the dad close the show. And when I asked him, we started talking, and he said that stand-up comedy, he said, I've done every type of comedy. I've done sketch comedy. I've done stand-up comedy. I've done, TV comedy, movies, comedy. He said stand-up comedy is the hardest, is the most difficult comedy I've ever done. But to him, it was because I can't apologize for what I say. And that's one of the rules in comedy. You can't be like, oh, I'm sorry I offended you. Because once you do that, you lose all credibility, man. People will be like, well, fuck this guy. He fucking apologizes for everything he says. Who's going to take this guy seriously in a comical way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your family's from Guanajuato?
Yeah, my dad's from Guanajuato. My mom's from she's born here in California in San Jose.
Yeah.
My dad's been here about like, I would say he's going to go back, but he hasn't been back never for like 30 years.
To Mexico?
Yeah, to Mexico. I haven't been to Mexico in like 10 years, like 20 years too.
You ever been to Guanajuato?
Yeah, I've been there to the momias. I have a joke about the momias when I went to see the momias.
Oh, yeah, with the different color little houses off of the hill and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate. I got to perform in León, Guanajuato, and in
that's nice there.
Yeah, it's all right. Dude, they take their goddamn soccer serious, bro. We got there. We did a 500-person venue, which is not very big, but I mean, fuck, I didn't know anybody there. So we get there and we go to the club, and it's called the Red Mosquito Live. That's the name of the club. So we go in
English?
Yeah, dude. In Mexico, you want to hit? You better name that shit in English. You fucking. I'm serious. It's not. Papa and beer. It's papas and beer.
True,
papas.
yeah.
Well, papas is a fucking Spanish word for potatoes, right?
Yeah,
bad example. But next door is Iggy's, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in Rosarito, but we show up and there's a 500-person club and there's only 20 people in there, and I'm like, fuck, 20 fucking people, and this is like 30 minutes before the show's supposed to start, man. And come to find out, León was playing the soccer team, so everybody was at home watching the game. It was the first game of the season. It was a home game. So everyone was at the stadium or at home. Dude, when I tell you the city was shut down, the city was shut the fuck down. I had never seen a town. I mean, like, I've never been to Boston when the Red Sox are playing, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or, but this was ridiculous. Like, LA, the Rams could be playing, the Lakers could be playing, but there's fucking people all over the city doing shit.
Yeah.
Traffic. Dude, you saw one car drive by like every 5 minutes. I'm not gonna exaggerate. Every 5 minutes, a car would drive by. It was just shut down. So I'm like, fuck, I hope they win, man. Because if they lose, ain't nobody coming to the show, bro. Everybody's gonna go home and be like, fuck that. No quiero ir a reír. I'm going home to fucking cry, whatever. And they were losing I think they were losing. They were losing 1-0 at halftime, and then they were losing 1-0 like the first 10 minutes. I'm like, God damn it, these motherfuckers are gonna lose. Then they scored 3 goals. Man, as soon as the game was over, bro, 500 people at the club, sold out, man.
Nice.
Sold out. We had to start like about 20 minutes late. But yeah, dude, sold fuck out. I was like, God,
500 people.
I said, yeah, 500 people, man. I mean, for my first time there, that's not bad, you know. But we had some people on the lineup that, you know, they pulled some people. So
I think I would get nervous doing a show in Mexico.
It is, bro, because, you know, we speak Spanish here and we speak good Spanish for being Americans.
Yeah.
But when we go to Mexico, I know you get self-conscious like I do. Like, dude, for some reason, I can speak fluent Spanish because my wife tells me all the time, no, you speak it fucking excellent. But when I get around people who speak it better than me, I get self-conscious about the way I pronounce it.
Get in your head, bro.
Yeah.
That's the one thing you never want to do, bro. In sports and in dialogue and whatever, the moment you start thinking too much of what you're gonna do, you become like the robot, right? And you're like, and then
you
you're
get
like,
stuck.
you look like an idiot.
Yeah, you get stuck, and that's what happened to me. No, but I mean, once I get on stage and I get that first laugh, oh, it's on. It's fucking on. In Spanish, dude, I mean, not to like toot my own horn, but I was fucking killing it everywhere we went. I was fucking tearing that shit up, bro. It was crazy. And you know, and still the little pocho came out, but they let it pass because I was funny. If I wasn't funny, they would have been like, fuck that pocho piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I
they'll
think
let it.
with the internet now too, that people know the different slangs now from different. I mean,
Yeah,
so
good point.
they'll find the slangs, you know. Like when I had the shop, the auto repair shop, people would always come with like different things. They're like, "Hey, cambian balatas aquí," and I'm like, "What the fuck are balatas?" And he's like, I'm like, ¿Qué son esos balatas? He's like, brecas. I'm like, oh shit, I know they call it that shit, you know?
Brecas. Like, ¿qué son brecas? Frenos.
Oh, like shocks. I never knew they were called amortiguadores.
Amortiguadores.
Yeah, dude. Like, but they say it fast, bro. Amortiguadores, and you're like, what the fuck?
Like they have crazy names for like the ball joint, like a ball joint, like a hub. They call it la masa. Starter, la marcha. The fucking some dude called me one time. He's like, "Hey, no cambian ahí cuerpos de aceleradores." I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" Cuerpo de acelerador, and I'm like throttle body.
Oh, okay, all right.
God damn.
Direct translation from Google.
Brother, that's you know,
aceleradores.
You know that's the conversation that we were having last night with Horacio and Mauricio, and I said that, you know, when you're born here, it's a constant struggle. It's a mind struggle because like I said, you know, you grow up here and and as a kid, I'm American and your mom tells you you're American. You're born, oh, hijo, tú naciste aquí, tú eres de Estados Unidos. So you're like, yeah, I'm fucking American. You know, I'm as American as, you know, fucking Johnny Test, as Jimmy Neutron or whatever the fuck, even though that's not a real person, right? And then you get a little older, you start seeing a little discrimination or a little difference in, you know, in the way people are treated. And you're like, fuck, you start feeling not so American. Yeah. And you start reading about discrimination. You're like, fuck, man, they don't really like me in this country. And then you go to Mexico and then they ask you, so where are you? I'm Mexican. Where are you from? I'm from Los Angeles. Ah, tú no eres de México, eres un pocho. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Well, where the fuck am I from, bro?
Anyway, ni allá ni acá.
Ni allá ni acá. So over there, we brag about being American, and here we brag about being Mexican. Fuck it. I guess that's the only way it works.
Hey, llegaba allá, when I would go to Mexico, I would take the Sega away. Ya llegó el primo con el Sega.
the Sega, which one? The original Sega?
Sega Genesis, because I would go over there like in, we went like in, I don't know, like in 98, 97, 98.
That was the shit. Sega Genesis. That was my shit. Joe Montana football.
Play Sonic. The primos all juiced.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking. So how did you come up with the name El Gordo Mamon?
My wife actually just came up with it. She's like, just call yourself El Gordo Mamon. I was like, fuck it. And then my homie made me a cartoon, the logo, started branding it, making my little brand, and I just started. I had switched it for a while to El Gordo Julian. Because the people from the radio station, they're like, in the TV, they're like, oh, you can't say mamon on TV or on radio. I'm like, why not? It's a bad word. They're like, no lo puedes decir. They say, you can't say that word. So I was like, fuck, I'm going to switch it to this. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I went back to it.
Yeah, there was a time I was going to be, I had the name, like, this is like, I don't know how many years back, like 10, 11, 12 years ago. And it was like pinche Cisco or something like that. And I was like, eh.
Peter.
Yeah, well, no. But before that, before I even met him, like before all that. And and then I met him. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that because then there would have been two pinches, you know?
Yeah, because you have to think about it like in the long run. Like, I feel like a lot of comics, a lot of people don't see the whole business as a comic, you know, like they just see, oh, I want to do comedy, but there's so much to it, like merch and promoting yourself and videos. It's like, it's your business, bro. And a lot of people don't see it like that. Yeah.
Forever I was Cisco-lution, and then I got tired of explaining to people how to spell it and what it, I'm like, dude, fuck. That's why I just said, you know what? Homiecisco, fuck it. That's easy enough. People can't remember homiecisco. Hey, the homiecisco. You can't remember that? You don't need to be following me, bro. Honestly, I don't need you in my life. That's fucking too easy. You know what I'm saying?
Cisco-lution sounds like a drink, bro.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Cisco-lution. You ever had that drink, Ciclón? It was like rum.
Oh yeah.
It was like rum, lime, and fucking what else? But
that's what you give girls to get them wet, bro. Come on, man.
Ciclón.
Hey, girl, I'm about to give you that Cisco-lution.
What we're doing?
What was your go-to drink? Like when you say, you know what? You're like, there's gonna be some chicks. We're gonna Adios.
Oh, dude.
You used to buy all those bottles and mix them up?
Oh, like at the club or just buy it like on?
No, I'm just talking about like a house party.
Oh, a house party? I probably would just buy some straight.
Go around with jungle juice.
Jungle juice? How'd you guys make that?
I drank that before. Everclear, you put all kinds of fruit.
Everything, food, everything. You gotta make sure
vodka, whatever.
Every juice possible. Just dump everything together and let it marinate there for a couple hours. By the time the party comes,
dude, no, I used to do a Bacardi Limon and Minute Maid lemonade.
Okay.
That's easy to make. I think ours was back in my day. I'm 45 years old, bro. So back in my day, we used to buy Boone's Farm, Strawberry Hill.
Oh,
and that's
I just did a video about MD 2020.
I don't think I ever tried it, but I
never had that.
I smelt it. It smelled disgusting, bro.
It's like Boone's Farm, kind of.
Or like Cisco. It's like Cisco.
Like Cisco.
That's just deadly, bro. That's just like crack, bro.
Did you ever drink it? Did you ever try it?
Before the red one, that shit will fuck you up. When I was younger, when I was like, 18, 17, we would always try to get a hold of Puckers.
Oh, yeah.
It was like sweet.
Yeah, Pucker like Midori Sour.
Yeah, they had
apple Pucker.
Watermelon one, and then different flavors.
No, my introduction to drinking was like those Smirnoff ices, those carbonated Smirnoffs or whatever.
We used to buy the liter ones.
Yeah.
Real smooth.
Bro, we used to buy the fucking hood versions. We used to buy St. Ides fucking flavored drinks. Like Crooked Eye, berry, Crooked Eye, lemon, Crooked Eye. Because Ice Cube used to rap about St. Ides and all that shit. So like, we want to be hood too. Let's fucking drink some St. Ides.
Dude, Colt 45, dude, they got the best branding. Works every time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we used to drink 40s of, and they don't even sell them anymore. There used to be 40 ounces of Crazy Horse. And
God damn.
Did you ever hear that, Gordo? Mamon? I don't even know what to call you, Gordo, Mamon, what? Julian?
Julian? He's like, I feel bad calling you Gordo Mamon, bro. So I call you GM.
GM?
Like general manager?
That's true. So what do you go, Julian or what?
Gordo Mamon's fine, bro.
Gordo Mamon?
People just call me Gordo usually. Hey, Gordo.
Hey, Gordo. Yeah. That's funny. Mexican, the nickname. Hey, orejas. Come here, man. Like fucking nariz. Fucking greñas. Greñas. Ven aquí, greñas.
And now the nariz is always toucan.
Like toucan. No, me, I have a big nose. They called me Iggy because of the little fucking character, little cartoon character. Ziggy. Sorry, not Iggy. Ziggy. I don't know if you guys remember that little character.
No,
look it up.
What show is it?
I don't know. It was a little cartoon, like the newspaper cartoons.
This guy said the newspaper.
Like, dude, people used to read the Sunday funnies.
I remember that one.
People used to read the Sun. I used to read them. They were pretty cool, man. I mean, those writing was better back then.
Garfield?
Motherfuckers were creative, bro. Like Barnum, Beetle and Barnum, or what was it? Those two army dude.
The skinny guy, little army.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah, dude.
I think that was like the pre-Dilbert.
Dilbert, all of that
Yeah,
shit,
Dilbert.
dude. I mean, do they exist anymore? Do they have funnies in the paper?
I think
No, they got Instagram and Twitter now, so they just put all that up on there.
Dude, I was gonna say, does anyone read the newspaper anymore?
they do. My buddy has a route, and that fool fucking makes like 100,000 a year, bro.
Get out of here.
Nobody
400K?
He buys them. So he buys them. He works for the newspaper here, the San Jose Mercury, New York Times. He buys them and then he sells them, distributes them to 7-Elevens, all the stores.
Damn.
Because there's hella people that, and then where he makes the money is in the people that get them delivered to their house.
Damn.
It's subscription.
That's I mean,
Makes
that's
a killing, bro.
hey, everything's a hustle, man. That's why, I mean, you gotta be pensando, up here, dude. Like, they say raza's dumb, man. Fuck no, I know a lot of smart motherfuckers. No, I'm just saying, dude.
Oh, they say.
We have this complex about ourselves, man. This has been an ongoing thing for us last couple of nights. Is Latinos have a complex, and we're the majority. Don't like who they are. You the people, the ones you argue with. You think you're white, bro, and shit like that. When you tell people, and fucking it's because and they argue like pro Trump or pro fucking whatever the white people are, or I gotta move to where the white people are, and la chingada, like it's like that's like a self-loathing thing, like it's like, and then they talk bad about the community they left. It's like fuck those people, and that's why I got the fuck out of there. Those people are fucking animals and they're savages, and I'm like, no, you're the fucking problem, bro. You're the fucking problem, and that's why the communities are the way they are, because of people like you that just abandon instead of uplifting. You rather walk away, feel better about yourself, where the reality is the community you just went to doesn't want you there. 9 times out of 10. I spoke about this yesterday. A friend of mine moved into a mostly white neighborhood in
Yorba Linda?
No, Temecula.
Oh, Temecula.
Some fucking skinheads popped all his tires and said, "Get your spick ass out of our neighborhood." and his lady's white. And then said, "You and your spick-loving girl can get the fuck out of our neighborhood." So, ándale, cabrón. Síguele, metiéndote allá con ellos, güey. Because he was talking shit like, "Oh, yeah, what the fuck am I going to stay in the community I grew up in so I could come home and all my shit's gone?" I go, "No, but when you move to, you're going to come home and they're going to shoot your ass. They're going to hang you and kill your ass."
Nah, but when you live in a community where you already grew up in, people already know who you are and you have more respect.
Yeah, nobody fucks with you.
Yeah, nobody fucks with me. Fucking.
So you live where you grew up?
Well, we grew up in San Jose, California, and then we moved here like in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went to high school here pretty much.
Okay, what area is that?
Well, I live like in the north side of Salinas, but I grew up in the east side of Salinas. But we grew
Seaside
up
or what?
in the east and Seaside. Nah,
I'm just kidding. Seaside is hood, huh?
It's like half and half. There's a lot of Latinos there and blacks.
Okay, see, so that's why they refer to it as hood. See,
yeah.
Why do we always get that? If it's a Latino neighborhood, it's hood. If it's a black neighborhood, it's hood. What the fuck, man?
Like my shit right here, back in the days, it was hood right here. All kinds of norteños, fucking crazy. And then you go to the east side in Salinas, it's half like there's the nice part of east side of Salinas, and then there's the side where there's the fucking sureños and norteños. I mean, like each street's divided and shit.
And they still have that shit. Like we still divide ourselves. I'm a Northern California. I'm a Southern California. Like I get it in sports. You root for your home team, but like the streets, I'm not about fucking representing and fucking like fuck you. You're from the Bay Area and I'm from LA, so we're not supposed to get along. You can kiss my ass. I'm not about that shit. I'll talk shit to you. Like I'll talk shit to you, but in a friendly way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what friends do. You talk shit. You and the gay guys in Castro or where the fuck, like whatever. But we have them in Long Beach. What the fuck are we gonna say?
Yeah, true. So, we got North Hollywood or West Hollywood. So
I think we got more gay areas in Frisco, dude. Actually, the per capita, the gayest city in America is Anaheim because they all work at Disneyland.
They all work at Disneyland.
So fucking A, dude.
Or technically, they're not working right now. So
okay. Oh, they're doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, dude. OnlyFans blew up, son. That thing Yeah, that's monetization.
There's some chicks on there. I'm like, fuck, do people watch this business?
What is that? OnlyFans. What is that?
It's like,
Wait, speaking about opening up so many windows, let's get into this.
So what is that?
like a
I don't
private
know.
like little rooms for like say I open OnlyFans, right? I have pictures on there on me with fucking boning or fucking pictures of me naked, and you pay to subscribe to that girl.
So yes, that and so the loophole is if you remember like the cam girls, it's basically just like you're paying me to watch me, whether I'm fixing a car, whether I'm painting or whatever. But that doesn't really sell as much as tits and ass. So the girls that like, okay, you pay $10 a month for my subscription and you get to look at her pictures. But if the girl says, well, now that you already got my membership and you want to see the real nasty stuff, you got to pay extra for this other stuff. So it's kind of like a
funnel. It's a fucking funnel, a marketing funnel and shit. Like yeah, for $5 you get to see me doing mechanic, but for another $5, right? Just today,
screwdriver.
you get to see me shoot apples out my panoche.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You fucking drip chamoy over my body.
Yeah, you know what? I was actually reading this post about that having those accounts, those OnlyFans accounts, most of those women end up regretting that shit because number one, they're under
have to pay taxes. Oh.
Jobs. They want to get a job, man.
Yeah, but they're under the impression that they're gonna make a lot of money. So what happens is that they end up having to use their social media accounts where everybody knows them. They end up putting that link right there, and literally their whole network of people, including their family, end up finding out. Yep. So for one, they don't make the money that they're looking for. And number two, everybody that knew them is like, what the fuck are they doing, right? So there ends up being a lot of feeling of regret because most people don't end up making the money that they're looking for, and then you end up burning yourself. So in general, like my advice to everybody is like, don't even try it, dog.
I'm about to put some more money into Xanax, baby. Xanax is about to go up.
Or another thing is like, in today's society, people have internet brain. So like they'll forget about this like in a month, 6 weeks, and they get over it. But like you said, like if you have an account linked, so like a lot of my accounts, like I don't use any of my real information and this and that. So I have like different accounts with different names, like different emails. So I know like to separate things, but a lot of people don't know that. So they'll have like that one email.
Yeah, bro, but how are you going to fucking sell clicks if you got no followers? It's a new account. You create a new account. Like this girl has 10,000 subscribers on her shit, and you're saying open a new account so people don't know who you are. Okay, now you have 0 subscribers. How are you going to sell clicks? That's why he's saying they use their own account, because they got to get people on there.
Yeah, I get that too.
And then if you fucking pay for advertising, we're back to the square one. You're fucking publicizing, it's popping up on everybody's screen, and now your dad sees you fucking making wine between your legs, crushing grapes.
While you fix the car.
Como quito el tornillo, mira.
Cambiando el aceite.
Cambiando el aceite, there you go.
Cambiando
las bujías, cambiando las bujías.
Checando la chispa.
See, we can come up with shit like that all day. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's I mean, what Jesus, I get what Jesus is saying. It's a fucked up situation to be. I mean, dude, like I said, Xanax sales are gonna go up. People are gonna be in depression. They're gonna need that fucking.
But you know what the smart ones do? The smart ones never show their face.
Yeah.
But still,
they wear like a Chewbacca mask.
Hey, but still, you still fucking have to publicize it.
Yeah.
I mean, are you doing it on Craigslist with a fake name, maybe?
Oh, it doesn't have to be that way, right? You can still use a social media network, but nobody knows your face, nobody knows your real name.
Or you say, my friend is live. My friend.
Yeah.
You never see the face. Hey, bitch, that looks like you. A little tattoo on there with the teardrop. Teardrop, a little leche drop coming out of town.
No, but I mean, I guess that's like that's a new innovation because people are out of work, so it's like, damn it, like might as well start doing this.
Hey, if women kill somebody, they put a little leche drop out of their boob.
You should do it and just put like a fake boob and that milk comes out and just do like don't show your face though, fool.
Guys do teardrops. Women do fucking little milk drops.
Wait, don't show your face. Wait, don't show your face. He said.
Yeah, I know, right? We like this. It's like, I know that shirt. Fucking people, dude, people know who you are.
You didn't see that chick that threw the Molotov cocktail at one of the cars in the riots, and they found her.
No.
She had bought a shirt on Etsy, and I guess it was like only an exclusive shirt that you can only buy on that app. They caught her.
No way.
What? She threw a Molotov cocktail and she's an Etsy. I'm assuming she's white.
Yep.
Hey, bro.
Oh,
Listen, man. In 1992, when we had the LA riots because of Rodney King, those people that were on video all got fucking busted and thrown in jail. We have far superior technology now. They can fucking zoom in on your face. They can find. They gonna bust. They bust all these motherfuckers. They're dumb. They're coming out of the store going, yeah, with the TV. I'm like,
bro, the news was recording these people as they were fucking coming out of the fucking store.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Plate numbers, everything.
No, y con una pinche sonrisa, güey. Like, like I came up. No, you didn't, mo. You're gonna go to fucking. You're gonna pay fines. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna, whatever, dude. Even if you don't go to jail, you're still gonna pay fines and be on probation. You're gonna lose a fucking job if you have one. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people, probably those people didn't have jobs. Who knows? We don't know.
We just camisetas the champion at $30.
I know what's up with Champion used to be
You guys
cheap.
remember when that shit was like $5?
Oh, they got the best rebrand.
They were at Walmart.
Yeah, for like $5-10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the last 2.5 years, they blew up.
I would say like 3 years.
Yeah, like three. Yeah.
It kind of died down again right now. Like it kind of like went up and then it kind of like,
Fuck it, let's go get some.
Bro, Vlade Divac, the center of the Lakers, used to wear Champion tennis shoes back in the 90s. Yeah, in the 90s. When they lost to the Bulls to Michael Jordan's first championship, Vlade Divac used to wear Champions. And I was like, this motherfucker, he got a cheap-ass brand promoting. You know, that was my fucking opinion of that. This motherfucker really wearing Champions. But so vales madre, way. And he went to the Sacramento Kings. I think, yeah, he was with them.
the shoes are not that expensive now, but like some of the hoodie. But you can find some of the shit at Marshalls for like $15, $14.
Dude, you're gonna do some fucking what's his name? What's Gary V shit? Go to Marshalls and
I have my
The eBay and all that. No, I just thought, you know what? I just took a page out of Gary V. I'm cleaning out all this stuff out of the garage, and I found all these old magazines, and I just replay myself making fun of Gary V because I see him in the morning in my morning timeline. It's like, why are you not selling used toilet paper? Why aren't you selling used recycling? Why aren't you selling? I was like, damn, maybe I should start selling like these old magazines I have and just like put them on sale for like $1 and see who buys them. Like that's $1 I didn't have. So I opened up an offer up account and I just started like, all right, here's some old magazines here, $1 a piece. Like who wants them?
You didn't offer up. Go to eBay.
Macari.
Oh, Macari too? Okay.
I have my little box right there. Look, my little box is taking the picture. See it?
What's Macari? What's that?
It's like an eBay kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this. So I bought this because I was gonna use it for my camera, right? Then I didn't like it. And then I bought a lens for it, and I sold it. I bought it like 2 days ago, and I sold it. And made $160 profit, bro.
Damn.
Nice.
See that? That's the kind of shit Gary V be talking about, huh?
Well, I bought it knowing, okay, I'm like, I know it. If I didn't like it, I could sell it for more because the lady gave it to me for hella cheap. Then I put it together as a bundle to make it look more chingon, you know?
Yeah.
More, and then I fucking just.
So
people love combos.
The smog check you had, that was yours? That was your business?
It was, my dad gave it to me like in so I was in the military. I got out in 2010, and then I went to school for automotive. And then my dad's like, hey, once you're done with that, you can get the smog license, and we'll get it going smogs. And then 7 years running that.
Are you anti-military? Like everybody who comes out is like, fuck that, man. I wouldn't recommend nobody going in.
I recommend people going in.
Do you recommend? Because there's people who don't. I know a lot of people like, fuck that, don't go. So you're one of the people that say, you know what? If you need discipline in your life,
join
the military.
Not even discipline, bro. You get to meet people from different countries, different states, just to get a culture shock of different people, bro. Like everybody's different, bro. You meet fucking Güeros, Negros, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Asians, like everything, just different cultures, and then you get a bond with them. You know, you're like, oh shit, I could be cool with these people. You know.
So do you feel it enhanced your relationships with other cultures?
Yeah, with other culture, like I feel like people that weren't in the military sometimes me caen gordos. You know, it's like, oh, this is fucking.
Oh, okay.
Like, why? No. I get you. No, I get you. Like, So it's like a brotherhood, right? Brother and sisterhood, because there's women in there.
I feel like it all depends what type of job you did too. You know, like we're infantry, so we're more. It's all dudes. You know, so you're kind of always bullshitting, messing around. We're all around the same age, 18 through 20s. You know what I mean? We're all young.
Do you ever feel discriminated?
Nah, maybe a few times, you know, but I feel like in the infantry there was more. It was kind of like they put more of the minorities in there. There were some white people, you know, but they were for the most part cool, you know. Like they kind of you could feel
because every time they do a news report and we're at war, I only see white people popping up on camera. Like they don't really put minorities on there. And you're saying like in the infantry, you know, you said they put mostly minorities, but they paint a different picture when we go to war and they show the people on camera. It's like, you know, Sergeant Davis and, you know, Lieutenant Johnson and fucking, you know.
Nah, but there is the cliques, you know, the people were like all the Latinos will kind of hang out, all the white people. Like everybody's cool, but when you hang out, like, hey, okay, it's supposed to hang out like when we were like, for example, like we all go clubbing, we're gonna go all the Latinos for mostly, you know, like all the white people go to their country shit, you know, we go to do some fucking Latino shit.
But why do you think that is though, man? Like why do you think that there's a division? Why can't you go party with a white guy or a black guy or an Asian guy?
We would. Because Mexicans don't like Keith Urban, man.
I like country music. I'll listen to country music. I ain't got a problem with country music.
I think it's just the culture where like I hung around with a lot of Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. We could speak Spanish to each other. It was just more like of a, you know what I mean, more easier to get along with and everything.
Yeah, dude. You know what? I'm not a big advocate of the military, but I can see what the military can do for certain people. Like the military just adds, you know, like Cisco said, like a lot of structure, a lot of discipline, a lot of things that, you know, some people may need in their lives. Like I've seen, dude, like if you can like round up a bunch of drug addicts and a bunch of homeless people and give them like some structure, I'm like, damn, you could, you know, turn their whole lives around because they got like the structure. I mean, and they got the resources.
Nah, but there's people too that they're in there and you're like, fuck, how the fuck they even let this fucker in, bro? Like,
no, I know that's exactly what I'm saying.
That's scary though. That's gotta be scary because if you go to war and you gotta count on this motherfucker and he's on your team, that's like, you know, I mean, like, you know, I'm a football coach, so you know when the kids say I want to go to war with my boys, you know, or go to battle, not war, but go to battle with my boys, you know. And then I look at some of the kids and I go, that's not the kind of guy I'd really want to go to battle with. But fuck it, it's the best we got. Is that the same thing in the military? I mean, that's in the military. It's a little more serious than that, bro.
They can seed out the bad people, you know, and throw them to like so say you're infantry, right? Or in your platoon or your company, you either have different little things, you know, so they can throw that fool off the infantry line and he could go do some fucking desk job, you know, where he's not.
A desk job. Vete a escribir, güey.
Put that in face, güey.
Jesus, you ever think about joining the military? Did you ever have thoughts?
Jesus? Nah, I was a little bit more like the homie Jose. Like I always looked at it and I was like, man, like, cause I would look at all the recruiters, right, and they would come through to our high schools and shit, and they always had like that piranha vibe. Like I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are thirsty, you know, like just trying to get as many folks as possible. And I could just see like they would try to run like that, like trying to brainwash you and shit. And I was always like very skeptical of everything, you know. And I was also fucking pussy, you know. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna fucking go out there and risk my life and shit, you know. So all of that just kind of came together, and I was just like, you know what? It's not for me, dog.
When were you in high school though? Like around what year?
2011. 2011.
So it's crazy. It's crazy because I was this close to joining the Marines. I went to the MEP station and everything, bro. And then I told the recruiter, yeah, I'm not going. So I went through all the testing. I got a high score on my ASVAB. And I know I got a high score because the guy goes, hey, don't talk to any of the other guys, okay? He goes, Air Force is going to come at you. Navy's going to come at you. Don't talk to them. I'm going to take care of you. But don't talk to them because they're bullshitters. They'll lie to you. And I'm like, and come to find out. So reason I ended up going.
Isn't the Air Force like top?
Yeah, Air Force. Yeah, and you don't do shit. Like they get weekends off in their boot camp.
Yeah.
Like, and then below that, it's the Navy, right?
Yeah, Navy and then the
Coast Guard. Coast Guard, no?
No, I would say Coast Guard, Navy's right there.
Yeah. So my cousin's brother-in-law at the time was ex-military. his best friend was a recruiter. And we used to party together. I used to party because I was already like 21, I think, when I was in the Go. I was 21. I was like, fuck it, whatever. And he talked to me. He sat there and he goes, don't go, man. He's a recruiter. He goes, don't go. He goes, what's your MOS? And I can't remember the number, like 305, 311, whatever the fuck. He goes, you're going to be a fucking grunt, man. He goes, and I've known you for 7 years. You're very smart. You're very intelligent. You went to college. He goes, and they're going to fucking throw you. You're going to be a grunt. Don't go. Fuck that guy. In fact, I'm going to call him for you, and I'm going to tell him you're not going.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And I said, well, can I get in trouble? Because the guy said I'll get in trouble if I don't show up. And he goes, fuck that guy. I'll fucking talk to him. Oh, bro. And he told him stop because he was saying he was calling my mom, the recruiter. When I told him I wasn't gonna go, he started calling my mom, saying that I was gonna go to jail if I didn't go because I was supposed to go because I had enlisted and I went to the MEPS and all that. So where they fucked up, I'll tell you where they fucked up, bro. They gave me too much time to think about it. Like I enlisted in August. My fucking leaving date was until January.
August and January. Oh, damn. So yeah, time.
Dude, a lot of time. I think I went to the MEP station in October. I had to lose weight because I was 200. So, no, actually, I was probably a little younger than that. I was probably like 19. I wasn't 21. I was just drinking like I was 21. Fucking, yeah, I was 19 because he made me lose weight because I had just finished playing football in college. And I was like 195 pounds, but I was probably already 200 by then. Because I was 160 when I got out of high school. I went up to 195 to play running back in college because I was like, I'm not going to fucking play at 160 in college. I'm only 5'8". I'm fucking 160, me van a matar, dude. So I gained like 35 pounds. Lifting, eating, taking fucking protein, all that shit. Just to fucking play in one game in 2 years. Hilarious. But so I said, you know what, fuck it. I'll join the military, whatever. And then, yeah, dude, my life changed. I got a job. I went back to school. And I said, yeah, I'm not going to go. So they gave me like too much time to think about it. They fucked up. Because had it been like a month later, I would have been on that bus. I would have been down in fucking San Diego, man.
So do recruiters get paid or they get an incentive or they got a quota to meet?
I think they have a quota, bro.
Yeah, they got a quota. They got to get people in, bro. Come on.
We don't have. They were getting everybody, pretty much anybody, because the war was going on still. So they're like, ándale, todos, fuck everybody.
¿No hablas inglés? Súbete, cabrón. Que me vale madre.
Bro, when I came back from fucking basic training, I did you get to come home for a month, and I did hometown recruiting.
Shit.
And the dudes that I was with, the sergeants, they were fucking like hella cool, laid back, chill, like. So I was all bullshitting with them, and I'm supposed to be respectful to them, because they're sergeants, and I'm a fucking private. Yeah. Llegó el first sergeant, bro. The first sergeant came, and he's like, and I'm fucking there stapling some fucking papers. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just stapling these papers. He's like, what the fuck you mean you're stapling? He's telling me, first sergeant, stand at parade rest. And I was chewing gum. I'll swallow your fucking gum. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to fucking follow you all the way with your whole fucking career. Blah, 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 blah. Pero les gritó esos güeyes también.
What branch were you, Gordo?
Army?
Yeah, see, I think back on it, I would have gone Army. I kind of like what the Army has to offer. I mean, look, man, I'm not anti-military. Like I said, I thought about joining. I was like, fuck it, let's go, whatever. But I'm not, how could I say this? I'm not into I don't like when dudes come to me and say, you owe me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that thrown in my face. Like, you owe me. Because of me, this country. No. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I respect you, and I got love for you, and I got fucking mad respect for you, for anybody who puts their life on the line. I got mad.
Yeah.
But you can't force people to feel a certain way about the government or you. You can't force them, because the same reason you went to fight defends those liberties that we have. It's like Colin Kaepernick taking a knee.
Yeah.
And getting all that shit. From what I heard, he was recommended by an ex-military guy that told him, take a knee.
Yeah, he did.
That's who told him to take a knee. So how do you feel about that, Gordo? About him taking a knee? Do you think that was disrespectful to the flag?
I really don't. I don't even care.
Okay. So
Like,
then here's a serious
like,
question.
I was making videos, bro. Fuck that shit.
Like, yeah, I mean, to everybody else, yeah, but he's making his statement. He has his choice to do that, and I mean, to me, it's not. I mean, I don't feel like it was disrespectful.
So obviously, you have Mexican pride too.
Yeah.
So how do you tie those two things? Like being a U.S. vet and being a proud Mexican, man. That's
kind
gonna
of like I think maybe like since I started doing IG and started talking, like working at the shop and speaking Spanish more, que se me pegó, like became more Mexican, you know, like before como que like whatever, I'm Mexican, but now like I'm more into it. I started listening to the Spanish music more and doing just more Latino shit, Mexican shit, you know. Before it's kind of like it was just there, you know.
But I think that's something to do with growing up.
Yeah.
Like I'm the same way. Like my family's from Sinaloa, so when I was a teenager, my stepdad would have those fucking, you know, those weekend parties, bro, and they partying all night, and all I hear is and I'm trying to fucking sleep, and it's 4 a.m, and boom, 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 boom. I'm like, fuck banda music, bro. Fucking eat that shit. And then as I got older, I started sipping back a little bit of, you know, some booze and listening to live. I was like, fuck yeah, I like this music. I identify with this music. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, or you start feeling proud that this is my people's music, which banda really isn't. It's a fucking Polish music that the German, that the Germans brought to Sinaloa. It's fuck, if you do your history. Yeah, it's a polka. It's polka.
Going back to the whole military and army, the real important question I want to get to is, what movie can you relate to, like military wise, that like sticks out?
An Officer and a Gentleman.
I was gonna, like, for me, like, I want to say it's Pauly Shore's In the Army Now.
I don't know, probably like Black Hawk Down's pretty fucking like badass.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, they saved the dude and everything. Like,
Hurt Locker.
that's why I'm tripping on that chick that's missing. Is that if we wouldn't fucking show up for any type of fucking formation, they're looking for us like maniacs, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there's one chick's missing, 97 now. Like, that shit's tripped me out crazy, bro. Like, they're hiding something for sure, bro. Definitely hiding something.
Oh, absolutely.
We would be like, you didn't show up to formation in the morning? Olvídate, bro. Like, they're fucking looking for you everywhere. Where the fuck is this person? Where the fuck is this person?
Like you went AWOL or some shit?
Yeah.
Fucking, I seen The Hurt Locker. God damn, that movie's crazy.
Yeah, that's the bombs. That's like the bomb, right? Defusing the bombs or whatever. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Damn, motherfucker, that's gotta be the hardest fucking job. So going back to when I said I almost joined, when I signed up, the guy goes, "Would you like to be military police?" And like, yeah, that sounds cool. I'd like to be military police. All right, this is like military police. So, the shit he signed me up for, and it was, I guess, it was actually like security for nuclear power plants and shit like that. And then my buddy goes, "That's the first thing they're gonna blow up, man. If there's ever an attack."
Oh wow, I didn't think of it that way.
They're gonna blow up nuclear power plants, all that shit, because that's where we get, you know, where we got energy back in those days or whatever. Talking about the 90s, man.
Ellos a salir con 3 vergas, güey.
I know, right? Fucking grow a head on top of your head, like, hey, one up. Hey,
One up.
bling, bling.
Now I joined because they didn't even come looking for me, bro. They came looking for my brother.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You went AWOL?
Yeah. No, I'm saying I joined. They came looking for my brother to join the recruiter.
Oh, okay.
And I was just living at my mom's house at the time, and I had my son, but his mom had moved to Florida. I'm like, I'm just sleeping on the fucking couch right here, not doing shit. Fuck him. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I was in Europe though for 2 years too, so it was cool.
What part of Europe?
I was in like an hour away from Frankfurt.
Okay.
So Germany or what?
Bomb holder.
That's the name of the country?
No, it's in Germany.
Germany.
Frankfurt's in Germany, so
city,
Yeah, but he said an hour from there, so is that?
Yeah, it's like an hour from there. The city, from where I was stationed, I was like an hour from Frankfurt.
Okay.
But I mean, I know we don't. I mean, I don't think we have bases like in Belgium or nothing like that, do we?
Yeah, we got bases all over the world.
I don't know if the base is still there. The one where I was at, they might have closed it, but I know they have a big hospital there.
Mm.
Yeah, they have a hospital there, and then they have the Air Force base was like 30 minutes away from us.
So I got a question. Okay, you're in the military. How do you get promoted? How do you rank up? How do you get all those stripes of 5-star general and all this stuff? Is it like do you do one duty and then do you go to school and you sign up for more, or like how does this work out?
There's different. Well, like general, that's an officer, so you have to use. There's enlisted, which is like private, sergeants, all that, and then there's officers. They're the lieutenants and generals and all that shit. But they're you just get time in service. You get promoted. You go to schools. You have to go to certain schools for certain ranks.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. If you get a 4-year degree and you join the military, you go straight to OCS, right? The Officer Candidate School.
You can go enlisted, because some fools are like, oh, I don't want to be an officer. I like to work for a living, because officers dicen que no hacen nada,
Yeah.
So,
but they get paid more. They get pampered more.
They get paid way more, bro.
And they les lavan la ropa. Like I heard that you just put your dirty clothes outside your door. Somebody comes, picks it up, washes it for you, and brings it back nice and folded. That's what they said, like for OCS.
But they're mostly the güeros are maybe like Asians and stuff, or officers, bro. Some black people. You rarely see like a couple Latinos in that,
Really? Why do you think that is, man? That's interesting.
Maybe because the college, or because maybe I don't know. Maybe they get like there's segregation in there, bro. Definitely. You know what I mean? Like even with the people, how people get promoted sometimes, there's a lot of like favoritism and different little like kissing. If you kiss certain people's asses, you'll get promoted. Like any job, bro.
Like any job, yeah, you're right.
So we're like Latinos. We're like, fuck that, I ain't kissing nobody's ass. Fuck that puto.
But I mean, if you get more schools, like in the infantry, you can rank up quick, bro, to sergeant. You could be a sergeant like in 2 years,
That's crazy because I spoke to Chip Kelly, who's the head coach, football coach at UCLA. And I said, and that's exactly what I asked him. Like, how come we don't have more Latinos in Division I football? I know Latinos that are good enough, strong enough, smart enough. And he said, grades. He said Latinos usually don't have the grades to get into like those schools. And I'm like, what the fuck? So who's failing there? Is it Jesus? You that you're a teacher, right? You're a teacher. So you teach kids. You work with these high school kids. Do you see that? Can you see that being the reason behind it?
To be honest, nah.
You think it's discrimination then?
Maybe it's a little bit of both, but la verdad no le he echado a lot of thinking in that, to be honest,
Yeah. Damn, dude. I've known a lot of kids that had grades and shit, and I thought that they could have, gone D1. That's D1 is fucking special. You gotta be that's the elite of the elite, right? That's like being fucking Navy SEAL or going Navy or just going in the Navy to be a cook. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking that's two different military dudes right there. Both military, but both different levels, different level of respect. Is there different level of respect depending on your job in the military?
Yeah, there's different. Yeah, like the same thing with the officer and enlisted person or infantry person thinks they're fucking better than a dude that fucking is a supply guy, bro. Like ese güey lo mandan a la verga. Un cook lo mandan a la verga.
Like the water boys in the army now, man.
Hey, lo mandas a la verga until the shit starts tasting nasty. You're like, hey, cabrón, what the fuck? Make it better, fucker.
Yeah, like infantry's kind of like up here, and then there's fucking kind of trickle down, like, you know what I mean? Because you even get different shit on your uniform. You get a little blue cord so everybody knows your infantry. You know what I mean? You get different little things.
So amongst the enlisted, who is on top of the infantry?
Infantry. There's infantry, right? And then you have different little branches of infantry. You could join special forces. You could become a ranger. You can get all kinds of different little schools. So then I don't know. Probably say the scouts kind of do the same thing as us. They're called cavalry scouts.
Yeah.
And then they have mortarmen. They're infantry, but they're mortarmen, infantrymen. So there's like different little infantry little sections,
But I just remember Boys in the Hood and Lawrence Fishburne saying, "A black man ain't got no business being in a white man's army."
I was gonna ask Julian. So when you enlisted and you got your first check, did you go out and buy your Charger or your Camaro?
Nah, not even. I didn't even get a bonus.
Oh, okay. No, because I guess that's the stereotype, right? Like they go in and the first thing someone buys is either a motorcycle, a Charger, or a Camaro.
I owe child support, fucker. Me lo quitaron todo.
I was in Germany, so I couldn't even. Well, when I came back from Iraq, I was gonna buy a BMW, and I man, I was like, nah, better not. I fucking spent it traveling, bro. I went to Austria, Spain, Amsterdam.
Dude, that's one of the things I told my son. I think that's a very important thing for especially young Latinos, man. And obviously, muchos no tienen los pinches recursos, man, you know, to do the traveling on their own.
Yeah.
But like, I would love for my son, the first year out of college is first thing, take a trip, go see the world, go to Europe, go see the world, because you need that exposure. Yeah. It changes your life and it changes your mentality, really. Because I mean, like, I was already 2011. I was already 34 years old the first time I went to Europe, and the only fucking time I went to Europe, and I went over there, and it's like, I mean, culture is different. People are the same. You realize people are the same. People want money. People want to have a nice life. They want a nice car. They want a house. They want love. They want, you know, or at least somebody to make love to. Fucking, but you know, everything's the same. Culture changes. Foods, drinks, all that shit. That's what changes. You know, style. Some people dress differently. I watched that movie, Lorena, today. Don Horacio was talking about last night about the girl from Mexico, Tarumara, that runs in sandals. She's a runner. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
I watched a little bit of it.
It's on Netflix. She runs in fucking sandals 100 kilometers.
Oaxaca, right, or some shit?
No, Tarumara, the Chihuahua. They're the mountain people from Chihuahua. She races all around the world, dude. She's run 100 kilometers.
In Huaraches, way.
In Huaraches. Dude, there was one race she ran, it fucking was pouring. And the leather and huaraches, they get hard, bro. She started complaining. She goes, hombre, es que se puso bien duro el huarache. But she finished the race. 13 hours, bro. 13 hours running.
And the dress, too.
And a dress. And she runs in a falda and all that. Like, you know, fucking native.
Oh.
Dude, I just sprained my ankles thinking about that, bro.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, so I think as a young man, if you get to even go to Mexico and go to South America or Central America, you probably a lot cheaper. You get more bang for your buck.
Even if you go to a different state, bro, it's different.
Anyway, that's true. Like when I always say this, if I hadn't got into comedy, I don't know if I would have ever went east of Vegas or Phoenix, to be honest with you, or north of San Jose. I don't know if I would have ever traveled. Yeah. So comedy has taken me to the places I've been. Took me across Mexico, took me across the States, took me to Europe. So I'm fucking forever grateful. So am I rich and famous? Nah, but I've really enjoyed the experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really, that really changed my outlook. And I get to meet people, and you get to see that like a lot of people who are deemed racist are not racist. They're ignorant. They only know what they've been raised around. Yep. But if you change their location, you know, if you change the location, move them somewhere else, I'm sure the thinking would change. Like it wouldn't be the same.
They got to adapt.
But when you grow up around the same shit over and over your whole life, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's come on. There's racist fucking Mexicanos, bro.
I was about to say that shit, bro.
Yeah. You hear it?
Here, listen, los pinches Oaxaquitas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Facts, bro.
Pinche indio. No, they say pinche indio. That's racist.
Yeah.
Salvadoreños or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've always said, like people will talk about, oh, the black and brown cultures need to get along. I'm like, fuck. The brown cultures don't even get along. The black cultures don't even get along. Black people don't trust each other. Brown people don't trust each other. So how are you going to trust someone else who like doesn't really look like you either? How do you trust them? Like how do you develop that trust?
Dude, even like within like the Asian communities too, man. I was watching the show Nora from Queens, and I guess they went on like some like casino bus trip, and there was like this one like older Asian grandmas, and I guess they were going at it with like the Cambodian grandmas, and they were like, oh, damn it, they sat at the good spot. They got the one outlet charger and this and that. And I was like, wow, they're like really hating on each other.
I've been on those Asian buses before. I went to
Phoenix,
on those
the ones that go like to the buffets?
No, this one's,
How we see them at the buffets,
they have that shit. They have buses that take you to buffets.
Well, I don't know if they always stop at the buffets to eat, but I know they're like
at Prim.
Yeah, they always stop at the
Oh
buffet.
wow! Oh
Dude,
wow!
my
No,
parents just did a trip like that. They went to Canada with like a whole bunch of Vietnamese,
yeah.
and they were the only Hispanic couple. Again, man, my parents are susceptible to ad clicks and stuff. So
The bus I would ride, I would go to Arizona because I was doing a show in Arizona every 2 weeks. So flying and driving, that was going to get expensive. So I would take this bus. It was $30 from LA, from Rosemead to Phoenix. Well, different parts of LA picked up like three different spots, and then they would drive to Phoenix and drop off in 3 different spots. And for $30, you got your ticket. It's a one-way ticket, and they gave you a sandwich from Lee's Sandwiches, and a bottle of water. So you got food, you got a bottle of water, and you were in Phoenix. And he would tell you, "We'll be there in 6 hours." And that motherfucker, when he said 6 hours, he got you there in 6 hours on the dot. Like, he wasn't fucking around, bro. That motherfucker will haul ass, bro. I'll be like, "Hey, come on, man. I don't give a fuck if we get there in 7, dog. Just get it. Cálmate, güey.
Ya sé que no sabes manejar, puto.
Ya tienen reputación, culeros. Que cálmate, güey.
But
yeah, dude. But he would get us there, dude. I mean, but it's funny because that you say that, Gordo, about the discrimination. Did you find that there were things you learned about? Say, you said you hung out with Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, like things you discovered about them that were true, and then there was things that you discovered about them that was not true? Or did you feel like the things like they thought about you was all? Because I have this thing that we base everything we think about people off fucking TV.
Yeah.
And we think that, that's why white people look at us differently. That's why white people look at us the way they do, because in every show, in every movie, we're a cholo or we're fucking illegal. We're a cholo or we're fucking illegal. And that's what they think we all are. We're either thugs or illegal or drug dealers. That's it. That's all we are. So
like people would trip out on me because when I had my business, bro, they're like, "You own a business? How?" I'm like, what the fuck? We made that fucking work.
What kind of crooked shit you doing, bro?
Not no more, dog. But like back to the like, I felt like the Mexican, like me, I got along, or even like Mexican people got along better with the Dominicans versus the Puerto Ricans. Kind of like stayed to themselves
because they have citizenship, bro. That's why.
That's funny. Yeah.
Most
of them were from like New York, East Coast.
Yeah, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans have a beef, and it's because Puerto Ricans are legal. They have citizen status, and Dominicans don't. And Dominicans are more like Mexicans. They come to the country illegally. Yeah. Not all, but I'm saying there are quite a few.
All of them. Nah.
But so you talk more with Dominican people than Puerto Rican?
I was like closer with a couple of them, more. I mean,
have you kept in touch with any of them?
Yeah, I still talk to some of them, and then some of them, my homies live in Fresno, and then like there's a good amount of Filipinos too in there.
I thought that was a Navy. Navy has a shitload of Filipinos.
Yeah, they have a lot of Filipinos, but in the infantry we were at, there was a cool little amount of Filipinos.
I think because there's a naval base in Philippines or something like that. I think that because I remember when I went to the MEPS, all the guys in there, like the officers, they did all the testing, and that's when they made you take your clothes off. They gave you a physical. They made you show your butt crack. All that shit. A lot of them were
back, all that.
A lot of them were Filipinos, and I was like, "Damn, there's a lot of Filipinos," and it was because of that, because
nurses?
They were in the Navy, and they
the
were
nurses.
Yeah, nurses.
Dude, yeah, no, Filipinos, they're phlebotomists, man.
Dude, that's 100.
I mean, there's. I mean, honestly, bro, if you're not like, I always tell young kids, like, if you ain't doing shit, you don't know what to do with your life, just go for 2-3 years, bro. Y te sales y yeah, you're gonna have a better opportunity versus somebody that que está valiendo verga en la calle. You have the guy's in the military. He's a little bit more structured, a little bit more listen to instructions. I mean, so like, at least come out with a skill. At least come out with some skill.
They used to have trade schools. Now it's military, bro. There's no more trade school.
Hey, that's a fact right there.
They pay your school too, bro. They paid all my school. They're paying for my school right now as we speak.
That's
nice.
Awesome.
Hey,
that's what's up, man.
There are a lot of great perks for sure, fool.
Do you shop at the military markets? Don't they have like these markets where it's cheaper?
No, I don't have it anymore. I can't go in there because I don't have
you active?
like 100% disabled when you get a little card and shit, or be retired. So you can't. I still have it. They probably wouldn't even check it, but my shit's expired. But they probably wouldn't.
Is it cheaper? Is it cheaper when you go in there?
It's a little bit cheaper. They just don't charge tax. I was working last year for the base right here in Monterey. It's the DLI, Defense Language Institute. All the schools go there. I mean, all the branches are there for all the students are language students. So Navy, Army, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marines. They're all at that school. And they're all taking a language, but they're all like youngs. They're like the top of the top kids, bro. You probably could have won, bro. but they so they're always they're all stressed. Shit,
I got booted. I got booted in high school. I got booted from the gifted program. I was like the black sheep. I mentioned this. I was always in the gifted program since elementary school, and when I got to middle school and high school, I always felt like the black sheep because every kid in this class would come back. Oh, this summer I read 5 books. This summer I read 8 books. And what did you do, Cisco? Fucking, I was playing Nintendo. You know, I was playing.
I read
ball.
the instructional. I read the instructions.
I'm playing football. I'm playing, pee-wee football. I'm playing midget football or junior midget, whatever the fuck, and youth football. So. And nobody in my classes was playing any sport. None of my class. I think a couple of them went on to play tennis in high school, like from middle school and shit like that. Oh, so that's the kind of people I had in my classes. So I always felt like the oddball. Like I never you fucking read books in the summer? How boring is that shit? You know what I'm saying? They were reading like novels and shit. I wasn't interested in none of that crap.
Kill a Mockingbird?
Yeah, all that shit. Like fucking
That's a good one. That's a real good book.
Every time I tell people I am from Salinas, they're like, "Oh, John Steinbeck, huh?" I'm like, "Oh."
I did read The Grapes of Wrath.
We did a show right here next to the John Steinbeck Center. There's like a little bar, and every time I do it there, I always say, "Welcome to the John Steinbeck Sex Dungeon." There's a brick missing in the wall, right? And I'm like, "That's the John Steinbeck glory hole, everybody."
That's funny.
Dude.
John Steinbeck's a, fucking big name. But they teach us they teach us those names. They don't teach us our people's names, man. We don't read. That's the one thing that opened my eyes when I was at Cal State Long Beach and I was reading fucking, like, I took Chicano history and Chicano thought. It just opened up my mind to like shit that I'm like, wow, we created that? I didn't fucking know. There was a lot of shit I didn't know. And it just expanded my mind. I think that's when I started to change and become a little more proud of my identity and who I am and where we come from. Because the Chicano history class was the one that opened up where we went from. It starts in Spain and how we migrated to Mexico, and then how we migrated to the New World and New Spain, and then became, Alta California and fucking, because it was a Chicano history, not Mexico history. But we did do the Mexico history and then the California history. And it's fucking, that was the one that opened my mind. And I said, fuck, I'm going to take Chicano thought. And that's when I learned more about, read books about people, especially a lot of Chicanos from Central California, up and down the coast, northern, central. Mostly from Central.
Yeah, it takes a while. Like I want to say, it takes a while to. It's gonna sound corny. The self-love to build your own identity and to love yourself and to love what you deem your culture, your ethnicity. Because people are brainwashed or taught by their families certain things, but then there's a learning and an unlearning that has to process, that has to go on within someone, within yourself, to get to a certain level of not enlightenment, but a self-understanding, self-identity, self-love. And it's a process, and some people are too scared to do the processing, to do the critical thinking. And
one of the things I think that, like I was talking earlier about, there's always been that rivalry between Northern and Southern California and all that pendejada, and it's also the arrogance of us. We're from LA and we're from a city, a metropolis. We don't understand what the people, like, especially Mexicans or Mexican American Mexicans, what they live through up and down the coast in the farming communities. Like we become kind of arrogant, like, oh, we don't do that shit. We're not farmers. Motherfucker, we all came from farmers. Yeah. I go, just a lot of our family, dude, nobody that moves to America comes from a wealthy family. Nobody.
That's a fact.
It's very rare very rare that somebody.
Now you see it more though.
No, it's rare that you have somebody who made it in Mexico says, you know what, I'm making big money here. Fuck it, I'm leaving. No, they don't do that shit. They stay in. We don't come from like people like we don't come from Guadalajara downtown. We don't come from Ciudad de Mexico downtown. We come from nearby. We come from nearby. Oh, where are your family from? Guadalajara. Well, near Guadalajara. Because like you know, or near El DF, or near Culiacán, got a lot of fucking ranchos all around. Like near, you know, near Monterrey. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, most of our families are from where my mom's from, in Sinaloa. That's what they live off of, farming. Yeah. That's what they live off of. They're farmers, but they came to the city and became. Dude, the reason we're in this country is because my grandfather was a bracero, and he came to farm. He worked in El Centro, California. My dad's parents were in San Diego, and then they went up to San Jose. My dad lived in San Jose for years. I can't remember what part, but I remember him telling me it was crazy that his school was on the other side of the road, but the bus had to drive fucking miles to make a U-turn and come back to the other side.
It was probably Monterey Road, I think, back then.
Yeah, because you couldn't just cross the road. Even though it was on the other side, there was something in the middle, and they had to go all the way around and come back up the other way to drop them off.
My dad worked out there too in San Jose, and they used to pick like apricots, he said.
Yeah. I don't remember what my dad said, rest in peace, but he would tell me that his family, they lived on farms, bro. So both my grandparents came as braceros, and then they got the resident alien cards, and they stayed. You know, my grandparents, my mom, all my uncles, my aunt. You know, I think my uncle, the youngest uncle I have, I think he came illegally, but he was like my mom says he was like a hippie. So he had like scholarships to go like to the big schools and all over Mexico, but he fucking ran off with the marihuanos and the travelers and the hippie people, and you know, like natural fucking living by nature and backpacking and jumping on trains and shit like that. Like he was into all that shit.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? Did you guys ever watch the movie Into the Wild?
Yes.
I've never seen that.
So that was like
and I've read the book.
Okay, so you want to tell them you probably know a little better because it connects to exactly what he's talking about. His cousin.
Who, me?
So in this book, Jack Wolf, that's the character, right? So Jack Wolf, he wants to just disconnect from society and just try to see if he could live on his own. So it starts off with just, you know, him taking a few drives, you know, going camping, to him actually, you know, hiking, to him actually, you know, driving his car really far away, and then, you know, removing the VIN, removing the license plate, and then just checking out, trying to go as far as he can, just surviving on what he has, bare, you know, oatmeal and water and stuff like this, living off the land, and going up and down the coast from, you know, from Mexico to the United States, to Canada, to Alaska, to just, you know, just exploring, and just never really feeling comfortable being tied down to one thing, but always exploring, and not just exploring, you know, the country, but exploring his mind, exploring his capabilities. And it's just, you know, really eye-opening of what, you know, what you touched on, Cisco, last podcast, was like, you know, our mind is the barrier. Our body can keep going, but our mind's the first thing to give up, you know, to protect us from certain things. But once you break that barrier, you know, you're free to explore and you know, really get to know yourself.
Well, yeah, it's raising the bar. So, you know, mentally, you can raise the bar mentally. Our bar is really low mentally. Like you know, like I'm sure, like when you joined the military, Gordo, were you like in the best shape of your life before joining? I'm saying before joining.
I wasn't like out of shape, but I got into better shape. You know? I was.
But
still,
was it hard? Like, was it hard the first couple of days when you joined? No.
I was already like working out every day.
Okay, so you were used to it.
Yeah,
you were already used to it.
I played sports. Like I played my sports my whole life, bro. Like since I was a kid.
Really? Yeah, okay. But I'm sure there's guys who struggle. There are guys who struggle, right?
Bro, there's a dude that kicked them out, bro. We were already like 4 weeks in or 5 weeks in. You know, not on la verga, güey, porque he only do 10 push-ups.
And they booted his ass?
No. There's a better one. When we first got there, they make everybody like pretty much like get in your boxes, right? Like everybody fucking, you just take showers right now. Fuck it. And then they start looking at everybody's tattoo. They're like, where the fuck you got a tattoo? But dragon, what the fuck you think you're fucking Asian? Ah. And so dude, right, had a tattoo of a crack pipe.
No mames. Are you serious?
And then like maybe like yeah, and then like he had the do they call them the they call the glasses they give you, they call them BCGs, birth control glasses, because they look hella ugly. And then so like a week later, we're like, hey, where's this fool at? Like, oh, he kicked him out, bro. He was having crack withdrawals.
Damn.
Who the fuck gets tatted a crack? That must have been, he must have lost a bet to fucking get a,
or he really loved smoking broken windows.
Maybe that.
Yeah.
No, but even crackheads don't get tattoos of fucking crack pipes.
Bro,
Like, marihuanos will put a marijuana leaf on their body, but I mean, they're like, I mean, I've never seen a guy who loves cocaine with fucking rails on his shoulders.
A little
bolsita.
Yeah, like I've never seen no shit like that, you know? Or a fucking syringe going into my fucking elbow, like right here. On my hair.
He has a syringe, and then he has the rubber band around.
Yeah. Fucking chiva. Fucking right there, fucking right into my.
Like he has a fucking little black dot. What is that? Oh, black tar.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody does shit like that. So you gotta lose a bet to get a fucking tattoo.
He was like a little scrawny little white boy, bro. Like, but you'd be surprised, bro. The whiteios are the weakest ones, bro.
No shit.
Yeah, bro. Like the Latinos, everybody else, like, Mamon. Some of them.
Más aguante, huh?
Yeah, they're just like, and then what it is too, bro. Like most of us are at that time, people they've never been away from home without their parents. Bro, you're 18, 19 years old. And these fools are fucking yelling at you all day. Get the fuck up at 4 a.m. Ah! And it's like, fuck, bro. But it gets.
You're like, I'm a Latino. I'm used to this.
I'm used to
Levántate, hijo de la chingada.
That's fabuloso.
Vas a dormir todo el puto día. Qué chingados.
Hey, you know,
Like,
they would make me, because they had a little in the middle, right? Like it was all nice and shiny, bro. Like tile. They call it the kill zone, right? You couldn't step anyway. We had what I was do formation around, and I was always the one buffing it. I was the only one that knew how to do it.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Bro.
Hey, did you ever hear racist jokes?
I don't even remember none of them, bro. From them. It's been a while.
Dude, it's the army, dude. Those are like, that's probably all that people do. Just, freaking.
The sergeants make racist fucking jokes on like.
Once you leave basic training and then you get to your unit, bro, like it's calmado everything, bro. It's like a regular job.
But in boot camp when they yell at you, what do they tell you? Like, what's the worst thing you heard that you remember?
Fuck, I gotta fucking think about it now. Fuck.
Like you said, that was funny because you said, "What are you, Asian? You got a dragon on your arm?" Like, come on.
They're just say stupid. You're like, fuck, why are you crying for? You got fucking sand in your pussy, you little fucking.
God damn.
So okay, when we get there, right? You get there, they give you all your gear, right? And our uniforms had like slots to put knee pads, right?
Yeah.
So they're fucking searching all our shit because we got to where we're gonna get stationed now. You know, from where they pick you up and then you wear like a little holding tank area for a couple weeks so that you're ready to go down. So they search everybody's shit. They're like, "Where the fuck's your knee pads, private?" The time the dude next to me, he's like, "Where the fuck's your knee pads?" He's like, "I have them on." He's like, "What the fuck? You about to suck a dick or what? The fuck?" I'm like, why? I like look at this like, why the fuck did you put them in your fucking pants, dude? Like,
so what do you think is the purpose of that? Like, is it? I've heard that they do all that noise and all that because they're training you for war. Because in war, there's a lot of noise going on, and you got to be able to think straight without stressing. You got to be able to make decisions quickly with a bunch of fucking commotion going on all the time. So did you get that?
Yeah, it's kind of like just this fucking, like I said, as you go through the couple weeks, so they have like, it's called that first like couple weeks, it's called Red Week. So they're fucking on you, but fucking just fucking attack. Well, even when I first got there, when we were just barely the first, like right off the bus, te empiezan a gritar, and some dude, they start searching our bags again, and this dude had handcuffs. I'm like, why the fuck you bring handcuffs? You planning to fuck somebody? You trying to fucking fuck somebody or what? To tie him up? I'm like, what the
bondage shit? What the fuck?
Like,
it's number dudes here, motherfucker. It's number dudes.
Handcuffs, bro, to this shit, like.
Dude, that's crazy because football players nowadays, they'll pull you to the side, "Coach, can I talk to you?" Like shit I would never do with my coaches.
Yeah.
Do you mind not being as loud as you are? Because it's kind of like degrading and I'm like, And you gotta do what's politically correct. Like, okay, son, I'll I'm thank you for bringing that my attention. But in my mind, I'm like,
now get the fuck back to the end of the line. That's
fucking you wuss. Like,
Bro,
who
our
the
coach
fuck?
would always spit would get on our face when he would yell at us, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro. I would never tell my coach, like, hey, can you eat? Can you tone it down, coach?
The
I would
helmet-
never dare tell my coach shit like that.
the keys with the helmet. Ah.
Oh, bro, you do that now? That's lawsuit. That's a
yeah?
lawsuit. Oh yeah, that's a fucking lawsuit.
We can't even do double days no more, huh?
No, you can't do. There's no more Hell Week. Nothing, dude. We used to do Hell Week when I was in high school. We did Hell Week. We practiced. We started at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
We went to like 10:30, from 8 to 10:30. Then they gave us a break to go for lunch. Then if you were special teams, you had to be back by 12:30 or 12:15 for special teams. And then you went from special teams went from 12:15 to like 1:15, and then afternoon practice started at 1:30, and we went to like 5 or 4 or whatever, or 4, and then we were done. It was like 3 a days.
Yeah.
I mean, well, if you were on special teams, it was a 3 a days. If you were not on special teams, it was 2 a days, one in the morning and afternoon. And all we do after the first practice is go eat and take a nap. Fuck, you were tired.
Yeah, we did that shit too.
It was crazy, dude. It was fucking. No, these fucking kids. No mames, dude. Like, coach, can we not run as much today? I'm not having a very good day today. Oh fuck. Oh, that chingues, cabrón. Like, but you gotta, like, that's what you're dealing with. That's what you did. But that's not the kids, man. It's son los papás, way.
My son, I told him they stop being a fucking pussy.
Hey, but you gotta tell them that, because life. I mean, look, dude. Look. There's pros and cons to the way we were raised. Okay, there's fucking abuse. I get it. As long as you're not being abusive. Look, I coach football because I have good intentions and I want the kids to succeed. I try to offer what I wasn't offered from my coaches. They didn't give a fuck about us. I give a fuck, but don't fucking be a chonch, man, on the fuck, don't come to me like I gotta be more sensitive and all that. I am sensitive. I'm never gonna treat you in a way that I wouldn't allow. How could I word this? I won't treat you in a way that I wouldn't allow someone to treat my kid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean? Is that fair?
Yeah, no.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my kids. I got my own kids. I don't want a motherfucker yelling at my kid like that. But if the coach is trying to get them, if I motivate them and all that, I'll never cuss at a kid. And we were, get your fat ass up and all that. They would yell at you or, you fucking lazy fuck, get up. Dude, coaches would talk to you like that, dude.
I remember when I would take karate, and there was this chubby kid in the karate class, and so they always late, always sloppy or whatever, right? And so he came in one time and he had like hot barbecue sauce and stuff on his outfit and everything. He's like, what? God. He's like, what? It's like, you showing up late again? What is that? Nuggets? You got nuggets? You got sauce on you? He's like, give me 10 push-ups. So he did the 10 push-ups, and after he's like, give me 10 more because you were thinking about supersizing it. And I was like, damn.
Bro, I was in karate as a kid. The teacher, the sensei, used to beat us with a bamboo stick. Like he said, get in a stance, and if you your legs wouldn't wide enough, he'd come and whack your leg. Open your legs more, and you'd like almost fall, and he'd open your legs with the fucking bamboo. That's why I quit. I was like, fuck this shit. This motherfucker just takes out his anger on us, bro. He had a bad day. Viene y se la saca con nosotros, güey.
Bamboo stick fucking hurts.
Yeah, dude, that bamboo stick, yeah, that shit was not nice, bro. And we're kids. We're like fucking 10 years old, dude. You're going to come whack kids with a bamboo. Imagine that today in football. Fucking, hey. And the center hikes it wrong, and we fumble the snap. So put your hand out. What the fuck?
And where was your coach from? Like, what country?
What, my coach?
Oh.
Yeah.
My football coach?
No, the martial arts.
Pinche Latino way.
I was about to say, yeah, mine too.
It was at the old YMCA on Seville and Clarendon.
Oh,
my God.
You know where Seville and Clarendon is?
Yeah.
Okay, there used to be a YMCA there. There used to be a YMCA. There used to be a swimming pool and all that shit. It was there. I took karate as a kid.
Damn.
Fucking used to be fucking Latino guy, dude.
Agarró su black belt en el super.
Pinche vato. got his black belt out of a book and shit. Those old karate books and shit.
Like, ahora te voy a enseñar el manazo. Ah.
Esa me la enseñó mi mamá. Wow. My mom could have taught me that shit, right?
La chancla. Ah.
So hey, so Gordo, what do you? So when you started getting into comedy, when you got into comedy, what made you want to get into comedy? Who were the people that motivated?
I would always I watched at first I would always watch Felipe Esparza for some reason. I would just like to watch his shit. It was pretty funny. And then live I seen Mike Epps for a couple times. He was pretty kind of motivated too, like his shit. And then one day they were doing a show right here in Salinas, some guy, and he's like, hey, you want to just get on the show? And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm down. And I wrote some shit, and I was fucking nervous as shit.
That's
bro.
the show you mentioned earlier, the one you did?
Nah, that was already different. After that show, I did that show. I wasn't even a fucking year into comedy, bro. And the lady's like, I started running the show there, bro. Just running my own show every once a month on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's good.
When you're young, they put you on there. They know you're not funny, but they put you on there, especially you're from Salinas. He's gonna pack it out for us. That's what they do to young comics.
I would, but I was the one booking everybody, getting paid everything.
That's what they do to young comics. In comedy, they'll book you, but they're usually doing bringer spots and bringer shows. Like they'll be like, this guy knows a lot of people, and then they'll book him on the show, and they'll give him 5 minutes up front, make him feel a part of the show, but he brought fucking 90% of the audience. So you tolerate it, even though they ain't that funny. A lot of comics do shit like that.
I don't do that no more.
It's a shady business like that.
I fucking saw my tickets now, bro. We had the last shows we did in Modesto. We had 60 here in Salinas. When we had Bevels, we had a little bit over 40. Tickets sold, bro. No fucking giveaway shit like everybody else does.
I've done the State Theater in Modesto.
I never been there.
Yeah, Modesto.
You know Anthony K?
Anthony Kane, no.
He used to have Planet Gemini. He has the Fox Theater.
No, that's the guy I'm talking about. The comic Anthony K from this.
Oh no, I don't know him. No, Anthony.
He owns the Fox Theater still.
Yeah, Anthony.
That fool sings fucking. Is it opera? No, not opera. Like
old school, like crew.
Yeah, like opera shit. He sings fucking.
He's a twin brother, right?
Look him up on YouTube, bro. Far away.
I forgot his name, Anthony. I forgot his last name.
Italian.
Yeah, they're Italian and shit.
But he sings some fucking.
So I used to do comedy there at Planet Gemini in Monterrey. He had 2 spots. I did both of them.
They had it. It was Planet Gemini for a while, but they just kept running down the ground, and then it changed to some shit called J Lounge. Then it went. Some guy just bought it, some Latino, and it was called Silo's Nightclub. So that's where we did that Spanish show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's
a cool little spot. There's a little hotel next door. That's where he used to put us up at the little hotel right next door. Dude, story. Here's a story. This fucking, we did a comedy show there. And I remember this white guy came to the show and he goes, you guys want to, this fucked up, but it's funny. He goes, you guys want to smoke pot? And the other comic
white people call it pot.
And another comic goes, fuck yeah. This motherfucker goes into this is some shit that I've never seen a Latino do, but this white dude, he goes into his trunk, pulls out a bong, like fucking 4-foot bong. I'm like, who drives around with a 4-foot bong in their trunk but a white dude? We're not going to get pulled over with a 4-foot bong in our fucking trunk, right? Then, so smoke pot with him and shit like that. And then he's like, hey, you guys want to buy some pot? And it's like, you fucked up, dude. What the fuck? You gave the shit away already. Everybody's already fucking, fried or whatever the fuck. Like this, you should have. That's the kind of shit you should have said before this, because we're gonna go eat. We're out of here. And he's like, I don't have any cash, man. I was hoping, get like, yeah, dog. Well, see you tomorrow, man. That was fucking.
Fucking rude.
So it was like,
I was gonna ask Julian. So you said you started off, doing like internet clips or Instagram clips, and so like what do you think you see yourself like going forward now? Still doing the Instagram clips, or are you gonna pivot and do probably something else or more stand up? Or
I mean, honestly, what I would like to do is do more internet shit, and I mean, stand up. I like doing it, but if I were to get the opportunity to get like on a show or do some type of shit like that, I'd rather I feel like
But you are, bro. But you are on a show. It's your show. Yeah. That's the beauty of it. You're the producer, director of it. You do what you want. Yeah. We're in a time, in an era where you don't have to fucking bow down to TV networks or whatever. No, but people watch more YouTube than anything.
Yeah. Crazy.
You don't need to be on fucking HBO. You do YouTube, you get enough subscribers and you get enough views. You're gonna, dude. There's people on YouTube that I know making from 15 to 30,000 a month just through fucking YouTube. You don't need to fucking go about it, huh?
There's people on HBO Latino that don't.
There's people on HBO Latino, Showtime, all that shit, and they're not making that. You're making more than they are.
And those people refuse to fucking get a following on the internet. They refuse it, bro. I don't know why. I don't understand.
Dude, and the internet, it's like, come on, man. It's like the flyer parties, dude. It's just free promotion.
I'll be honest with you. If I didn't have something to promote, I don't think, if it wasn't essential to this business, to doing comedy and all that, I don't think I'd do all the promoting. I'm not a big proponent of social media and all that shit. Of Instagram and Facebook. I love Twitter. Twitter's my shit. My shit. Facebook, Facebook, I was telling you, Facebook is for people who want to tell a sad story because they want to put their whole fucking soliloquy on, fucking type it up and fucking put it there. Instagram is for people who want to show off, and Twitter is for people who want to fucking complain. And I like reading. I like reading the shit. It's more interesting to me to hear people complain about shit than to hear the sad stories and the people showing off and look at me. I'm here at the fucking backstage at J. Cole. I don't even know who the fuck that is, but I hear that name. I'm here at J. Cole backstage. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Listen to it, bro. That fool's one of the best rappers I've ever heard. Fool. Trust me.
J. Cole.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
You have TikTok either?
Better than Kendrick Lamar?
They're at the same sort of.
They're pretty much comparable in lyrics and comparable in bad hair. Yeah, they're pretty much up there.
Kendrick Lamar, man, I just got into that guy. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm old school, bro. You get to an age where it's kind of hard to change your ways. You'll get older, Jesus, and you'll be like fucking stuck on Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. And people will tell you, or Drake, and people will be like, some new guy will be up, and you'll be like, fuck that guy. That guy's nothing compared to Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And I'm the same way.
You're only in your 40s. You're only in your 40s. J. Cole's in his 30s, bro. You guys are like 10 years apart. Yeah,
but I'm like, you know, I'm back Biggie, Tupac, fucking Jay-Z, fucking what's his name? The Bay Area dudes, man. Fucking E40, the Click.
Too Short.
Too Short. Oh, fucking Too Short, bro. Fuck. Like that shit.
What you would call it? A lighter shade of brown?
Lighter shade of brown.
See that smile?
That's fucking crazy. Lighter shade of brown. I don't even know like one song, Sitting in the Park. That's all
That's all you got to know, baby. That's it.
That's the only song they have, bro.
Hey, but we got to promote it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did it.
So Julian, you were saying TikTok. You on TikTok too?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok too, bro.
So that's I guess that's the new wave, right? Like everybody's doing the.
I have more followers than on Instagram.
See, like Snapchat is if you want to do, you know, the pedophile shit.
Or cheat on your girlfriend.
That's what Snapchat is. Fucking. Honestly. That's all young people. I don't need to be on fucking Snapchat. I think I was on Snapchat one day.
I don't even use Snapchat ever.
Yeah, I don't fucking use it. It's too many. I thought Twitter is the thing I'm on the most. I think Twitter, I don't have to read too much. People are a little more specific in what they're saying. They trim all the fat and they put the gist of what they're trying to say.
Dude, I just like it because I've said this before. No filter. It's no filter, yes. Uncut, and you know, filter. And like, I mean, granted, like it's you know, it wasn't like it was before, but yeah, it's still raw. I just feel like it's just, you know, like if you can get through some of the promoted ads and stuff, like it's still good.
One of the things that bothers me about Instagram a lot is that people will say they're blessed because they're like, oh, ran into Ice Cube today. I'm blessed. Motherfucker, put pictures of your family. Put pictures of your family and say you're blessed because you have a beautiful family that you fucking loves you. That's blessed. Now, fuck the material shit. it's like, you know, and you know, I like comedy. Like the videos I fucking laugh at, the funny shit. But this other shit, there's a lot of fucking mamadas, bro. And
Dude,
especially
and then,
the chicks would fucking just putting their tits out there. It's like, look, man, it's look, how can you as a man get excited to see another pair of tits when it's in your face 24/7? There's not even nothing to look forward to anymore. It's like overdone.
what about that one with the 3 tits?
Well, see, if you see that, then there's gonna be one with 4, and there's gonna be one with 6. You know, I'm like, it used to be. See, it used to be. That's why when, like, as kids, when you to find a dirty magazine was like gold, because it was like fuck. It was hard to get your hands on one as a kid, and when you found one, fuck. Now with fucking Instagram and all that shit, I mean, they're not naked. But
dude, kids will never know the struggle of, you know, calling one of those like late night numbers and then hanging up right before that 1 minute mark just to get the free intro in. It's just hanging up.
The party line?
all that shit, party line, all that. You don't know nothing about Jesus on the party line?
So check it out.
It's called the P line.
1-800-fuck-ass. Did you guys ever call them?
No.
Is that really?
But I will.
Is that really a number? No, it's not. Is that like gay or what?
Let's call it right now.
Dude, they somebody when we were middle school, they brought it up, and of course, you know, we're all fucking horny and shit. So we're like, all right, what's a cell phone? Or what we would do would we would go to the public phones because you didn't have to pay, right? So we would just fucking hear it, 1-800, whatever. And then as soon as they started like moaning and shit, we'd all look at each other and be like, oh, yeah.
You just gotta make sure you hang up before they start charging you $1,900 a minute.
What was it? Just like recorded sex or what?
Oh, what it was is it was a very attractive sounding woman making sounds like she wanted to have sex with you, and she would end up with, all right, well, now just go ahead and give us your credit card so that we can go ahead and get into the conversation.
That's
none of us had fit, right? So
1-800 fuck ass. Wow.
Hey, that's good branding.
That's fucking funny, dude.
Dude, that reminds me of like when I would listen to Mos Def, and then like he would like put his he put like on the call pad it says MOS on the pad, and then DEF. It's like the same 3 letters. I was like, oh damn, I never thought of it like that. So I was like,
Hey, so Jesus, here you're a young guy. So what do you think about these corridos tumbados? Are you into all that shit? The trap music and ranchero, norteño and trap music in one?
This is probably gonna disappoint you, bro, but I have not heard a corrido tumbado. Literally, I have not.
What about you? What about you, Gordo? Have you listened to that shit?
There's some they're cool.
Yeah.
Right.
but dude, my man got a smog check tattoo. He's heard it all, man.
There's some dude from he's from like the Central Valley, and that fool's like a white boy, but he sings corridos tumbados, bro. That's that little you seen the stuff, right? The tacuache, the fucking
that's the type of shit.
The troqueando. That's what all those kids listen to.
That's
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right. It was all right. Did you see that artist that got into it, Pepe Aguilar, and they fucking?
Oh, that shit was funny.
No, I didn't. No, tell me about this.
Un corrido tumbado. Pepe Aguilar was like
the 6'9", bro, of Mexican.
The kid,
Okay.
the kid felt like he was dissed. So the kid felt like he was dissed because Pepe Aguilar came on and said, "What the hell's a corrido tumbado? I never heard of that shit. I never heard of these people. Like, I don't know if you could make money with that or whatever." And this kid has like, you know, kind of your kind of kid, millions of followers on Instagram or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lambos and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, he rolls in Lambos and he makes videos and all that. So I'm saying that's the kind of shit that poisons our fucking kids' minds, bro. All that stupid shit.
How many windows do you think Pepe Aguilar has opened on his cell phone?
I don't fucking know. He's more American than Mexican, quite honestly.
Count,
he lives in fucking Agura Hills. He's lived there forever. But they went back and forth, and then the kid cussed him out, pinche pendejo, vete a la verga, and this and that, like one of the singers. Then he apologized the next day. Oh, I want to apologize because his record label or somebody probably spoke some sense to him. It's like, hey, you don't want to burn bridge with the industry, looking like an idiot or doing this thug mentality shit. You'll never win a Grammy. You'll never be invited to shit if you talk to one of the biggest stars that way. And I'm sure something like that. I don't know what happened. I'm just speculating.
Yeah, but that sort of shit, that shit today sells, bro. Look at 6ix9ine today. He's basically the biggest fucking troll ever online. He's talented. He knows how to market himself, and that's exactly what he's done. It got him into a lot of fucking pedo. I don't understand this fool. He gets out of all that pedo, and then he gets right into it. But he left the model. You know what I'm saying? That's the blueprint. Now every kid that understands that shit and is smart enough to pick up on it and is actually talented to some degree, they're like, oh, all I gotta do is be a fucking troll, right? I don't really mean it anyways, because when I do see these people in real person, I'm gonna just be like, I'm not gonna try to fight, you know? But it works, dude. It works. Like
chick, fucking catch me outside chick.
What's that?
Catch me outside chicks, the same shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Barbie.
Yeah. No, so the thing about that clown is I'm gonna refer to him as Daniel Hernandez, or as his stage name 69, because I don't call him by that other name. And so I'm like, when he first came out, I was like, dang, like when I heard his music, I'm like, man, this thing like kind of pumps me up. Like I can't deny this music. Like it had a certain feeling. It had like
just good music.
It's not good music, but when I heard it, I was like, okay, I can see why people like it. I can feel the aggression. Like I was like, man, I like the energy of this. Am I a fan? No. Am I gonna like play it on repeat? No. But I can understand why people like it. And as an older man, I can realize, yeah, he's doing some clown shit. He's doing some, some whack shit. I'm like, it's gonna catch up to him. And like I've seen this play out with so many other artists. I'm like, I'm old school. You talk shit, you get hit. And he's not from that. He's not, he hasn't dealt with any consequences legally as far as, ratting somebody out. And, now he's, I guess, seeing some of the repercussions. But to me, it's all like he's a clown. Like Daniel Hernandez is just like a straight up clown. Like he's basically like drowning, and somebody threw him a life vest. And so he's promoting the life vest.
So I don't know the story. I heard he was a snitch. I don't know. What did he snitch about?
So, go ahead.
What do you say?
I don't know much, but basically, like, this fool was part of a gang. I think the gang was I don't remember the name of the gang, but
Treyway,
right?
Yeah, don't throw gang names out there. Come on, bro. That's not important. Just he was in the gang.
No, I mean,
start fucking claiming shit. I don't want. That's not who I want on my YouTube page. Don't fucking come on. Don't start dropping names, because then you're gonna get the guy who says "fuck Trey," and then there's a war on the comment section. Fuck that.
Treyway. Yeah.
So, but where is he from? Where is he from?
This is from the East Coast, bro.
He's Mexican.
He's actually a Chicano, bro, like a Mexican American.
Really?
Yeah.
From a private school, like he was like all bonito, all clean and shit. And then eventually, like, he just started getting one tattoo, another tattoo, the neck gets blasted, the face gets printed, the fool starts painting the hair, and he's actually creative with his process, and his process is something that a lot of people like gravitated towards. Like now he works with fucking people like Nicki Minaj and shit like that. So it's just like it's blown to its highest proportion.
So here's the go ahead.
Has there been
Julian.
backlash about it? I mean, for snitching and doing shit like that, there's been no backlash. Or probably not,
because it's a new school, man.
Because it wasn't somebody in the industry, right? He didn't snitch on somebody in the industry.
So here's the thing: when this fool first came out, he wasn't doing all this gang stuff, and then he did a music video. And he had all these gang members in the background. And of course it looks tight because he got a whole bunch of people in his background pumping him up, hyping him up. So it looks cool. And so it's like, oh, well, you know what? If I get this gang behind me, I need to have them with my next video and my next video. And you play into the role. You have a couple of people writing your songs and you blow up.
He did the Tupac shit. Tupac was a dancer with Digital Underground.
Pretty much, yes.
And then all of a sudden it became Thug Life and all that.
Yeah, he did the Humpty dance. Yeah, everyone forgets Tupac did the Humpty.
He went to school with Jada Pinkett, bro. They went to a fucking, what do you call it school? Like a
theater arts.
Like a Juilliard. Yeah, like a Juilliard school on the East Coast. There was no Thug Life back then.
No. And he was also on that show, A Different World, too, with Jada Pinkett.
No, the movie.
No, the TV show, Different World.
A Different World?
Yeah.
Neither of them was Jada Pinkett on that?
Yes, he was. And so was Tupac.
I don't remember him. He wasn't a regular cast member.
No, he was a special guest.
Oh, okay. All right. I was going to say, because I was like, fuck, I used to watch it. That was Dwayne Wayne.
Yeah, and Whitley.
Yeah, that was a cool show back then. Sinbad.
Sinbad, yeah.
Dude, one of the most underrated comedians. Sinbad, funny dude. Never cursed. Never did any dirty material.
You're right about that.
Very fucking funny, dude. Very funny. He was trying to be like he was trying to be like and it's fucked up to say now, right? But he was trying to be a Bill Cosby of his generation. I don't think he wants to be like Bill Cosby anymore. It's funny because Jesus, did you know who Bill Cosby was before all this bullshit?
Yeah.
Hey, you know him from what, like the Cosby Show or Puddin' Pops or Jello? What'd you know him from?
It's from the show, fool.
Okay.
Bill Cosby.
When they did the what you call it, what do you call them? The reruns of the Cosby Show, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. It was on TV. I never watched it. Never cared.
So Gordo,
Oh, dude, and I love the Cosby Show. I'll still stand on that. I like those shows, dude.
any comedians, Gordo, that you listen to that you ever watched in Spanish, or as a kid?
The one I would always watch like Luis Alba movies and shit like that, and the little fucking midget Tun Tun.
Pasito tun tun, pasito tun tun.
The little midget, that was funny. I've never seen a Capulina and the people, because I had to cut my mustache all the time. They te pareces a Capulina, way. And then
I can see that. I can see
watching
that.
them on YouTube, bro, and I'm like, damn, this was fucking funny, bro.
Oh yeah, funny guy. Los Polivoces, Capulina, fucking. What's his name? Don Ramon from his brother.
Oh yeah. But it's funny because a lot of the like older Latinos, are like, tus chistes valen verga, güey. Ocupas unos como Polo, güey. It's like, bro, like they like that old school shit, you know.
Polo would take little bits and just make them into a half-hour bit, man. Like a joke. Take a joke and make it into a half-hour bit. He just build a story around that joke. Yeah. And that's why he's a fucking master.
Legendary, dude.
Dude, Polo, amazing. I'm telling you, look up. I told you.
Yeah, on
YouTube, Polo, España. YouTube that one. That's my favorite bit of his, España.
Okay, but he's Mexican, though. Right?
I think
yeah, Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah, huevo, cabrón. España, güey. He used to be on La Escuelita VIP when he was already older.
No way, dude. That show was fucking brilliant, bro.
La Titanic.
I got my humor from shit like that.
La Titanic.
Yeah.
Dude, it's funny because they would just do the clown shit and big titties. That's what that show was about. Did you ever watch that, Jose?
No, But dude, I mean, that's an OG recipe right there, dude.
Yeah, like fucking Benny Hill.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Even I guess now today too. Even people still that's an OG recipe.
But that's the cheap way to make laugh. That's a cheap way. You
I guess that's the bait though, right?
The titties are the bait, and then they write the humor. I mean, but it's funny. But check out La Escuelita VIP.
La Escuelita VIP.
And look that up.
Yeah, I still gotta check out Polo because I know my parents have talked about it, and yeah, I need to check that out.
YouTube Polo España.
That dude, they do like a little school thing too, but can't remember his first name. His last name's Salazar. He does. They do like a little escuelita thing too. They do some type of like little escuela.
Old school?
Nah, it's not old school. It's like probably like newer, but his name's something Salazar.
From Mexico?
Yeah, but they do like a little show. It's like a little school. I forgot the fucking name of that fool's name, but that fool's pretty funny.
Is he a little dude?
Yeah, a little short dude.
Chaparro Salazar?
I don't know if that's his name. Maybe. I don't know.
Because I know Chaparro Salazar from Mexico City.
He does one where he's like a little.
He has a goatee. He has a little goatee.
I don't think that fool has that.
Wears glasses?
I think that fool's clean shaven.
Does he wear glasses?
I don't think so. I have to find the bit. He talks about car parts that he knows. He's like, same chingo de partes de carros and blah, 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 blah. I'll find it.
That's you could do shit like that, man. You know a lot about cars. I'm assuming you know a lot about cars. So there's a lot of.
I've struggled to in English to talk about that shit. I don't know why.
Why?
Maybe because I don't like it.
You don't like mechanics? You don't like mechanics?
No, I fucking hate fixing cars.
Really?
I only did it because my dad said, "Hey, you want to own a business?" And I just got into it. I just kind of got tossed. Like,
that's some Latino. That's some Mexican shit right there.
Here's the shop. You're an owner. Congratulations.
What does your dad think about your comedy and your videos?
He's cool now. Like at first, he was like, "No vas a hacer feria con esa madre."
Once that check cleared, huh?
I'm telling you, dude, nunca falla, bro. That shit never fails, motherfuckers. Like,
now they see me like doing, you know, like he's been to my shows and everything, you know.
Brother, I've never made like a shit ton of money, but when I started comedy, I quit. I was a young man. I was about 28 when I started comedy. But I was making like $70,000 a year, and I quit that job to do comedy.
Damn.
And my mom tried explaining that to a Mexican mom.
Ooh.
Ahora no tienes seguranza, ¿qué vas a hacer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero los beneficios. ¿Y dónde vas a vivir? Pues contigo. I'm chasing that a dream. No, they don't understand that shit. They don't get that dream shit. It's like, sueño que soñar. No, eso es un sueño, es una ilusión. Es mentiras. Eso nunca pasa. Esa gente que se hace grande y eso son personas que
Well, I'm telling you, dude, our parents are our biggest barrier, man.
Ya nacen con esa estrella y eso. And I'll be like, ¿y quién dice que yo no nací con esa estrella? No, nosotros somos diferentes. Estudia y trabaja. And I'm like, what the fuck? No, man. So it was, dude, it's tough. So yeah, but she was right. Because I went from like 70K. I think the most I ever made in comedy in a year was 60. I've never been on like 70. That was for my job. But I wasn't fucking giving 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
To comedy. Well, I guess you are, dude, because if you go on a road and you're there doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's more than 40 hours. That's 96 hours you just gave them. That's 2 days.
So I was going to ask Julian.
4 days.
How much time do you dedicate for yourself, and how much time do you dedicate for like your side gigs for like other people?
Myself, well, right now, because I've fucking been watching the kids all day because they've been home all day, so it's kind of hard. But usually I'll tend to do shit like in the afternoon because my wife's not working or not doing nothing. So usually like after 5, I'm either doing like a video or comedy shit, or if I could sneak one in during the day, I'll edit it later. You know, like I have one right now. I haven't edited it yet, but did a little skit. You know, I have it saved right there on the thing. I edit it up. Usually. When I was doing comedy, I would always leave at night. So my wife would work during the day, and I would leave at night to go do open mics and shit, usually. So I'm like, I would get home at sometimes like 1, 12 at night, you know?
Yeah, because I guess like even me, like my misconception is, okay, this guy just got internet fame, so he's just, you know, putting up like one video or two. But like actually seeing people on YouTube, I'm like, they're taking it serious. Like people quit their jobs for this YouTube, for these clicks, for these internet clicks, and like they're working more hours or probably doing more than on a regular gig, and they're putting out like, you know, a clip a day or 2 clips a day.
It's pressure. It's kind of pressure too, because people are like, "Hey, what's up with the new video? Hey, what's up with this? Hey, you haven't posted a podcast. Hey, you haven't done this. Oh, tu video vale verga, güey. Estás pendejo." I did a video today, right? I didn't even fucking try. I just went on TikTok. And I was on Facebook Market looking at just some trocas. This fucking truck, 1995 Chevy fucking Silverado, 6,200. I'm like, no mames, güey. So I screenshot it. I talked about it on TikTok. I'm like, quieren 6,200 para esta pinche troca basura aquí. ¿Quién le compra, bro? And TikTok, it has like 40,000 views already. On my IG, I got a bunch of views. Like it was like a stupid.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, and I was telling Cisco, I'm like, right now is a time where people are just consuming. People consume stuff so fast and then just like forget about it, or either consume it or share it, or like, hey, you're not up on this guy, you're not up on this chick, or what's going on? Like,
it'll shoot for like, you do something and it takes off. It'll do like 2-3 days of good, and then boom, it's gone. Next thing.
Yeah, that's the way content works, bro. The internet's so overly saturated with content. Like, there's everybody, right? Like literally, like. Even the younger generation underneath us, they're known to be the most independent of all the generations known today, because they have access to making money, more money than we ever did. In fact, they probably don't even need their parents anymore. Versus like us, we all kind of needed our parents, right? And some of us still fucking need our parents, right? But these younger fools, if they learn how to use this social media platform, they're fucking hilarious. They start putting out content every day. They're young. They got ideas flushing in every fucking day. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, there's so much content, it gets pushed out every day. And like, even me, when I create videos, like within 2 days, it's like, there's no more views there, you know? So it's like, oh shit, what's the next one? And then the next one.
So Gordo, your friend, so when you started making the videos, how long did it take for you for it to start hitting? Like what did it start with, 10 views, 20 views?
The first video I did that kind of took off, my homie shared it for me. That fool has 500,000 followers now, but at the time he had like 100 and something.
What's his name?
Puras Fallas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Me and him been doing shows together. So he used his following and I used my following. We both do our little shows. But
so he shared yours, and then that helped you?
I did a video, right? And at the time, I took out the Fabuloso, right? And I fucking put soda so it looked like a Fabuloso bottle. And I'm like, si te quieres hacer famoso, te tienes que echar a Fabuloso. And I just dumped it on me.
Nice.
And I was like, famoso con Fabuloso. And then fucking everyone thought I'd done Fabuloso on me. And my homie's like, hey, bro, I seen you on the IG. And he's like, hey, bro, I seen you on iFunny. I'm like, what the fuck is iFunny? And then he showed me the thing. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
I was on iFunny. I was on all these pages. Like, what the fuck?
Fucking viral shit, huh?
And then kind of from there, just kind of started doing little stupid pendejadas. I would post people that would go to the shop. There was these two bums that always come, and they would start kissing each other and shit. These two dudes, like boyfriends, they start making out. Start fucking licking his nose. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god! In real life, like for real?
That's why my wife said I can't be posting that shit on my page.
Memos. What was it?
Memo Smogs 40.
Memo Smogs 40. And he's got two gay bums fucking going at it. What the fuck? Like,
it's like bum fights, but romance.
It's a marketing campaign, honey. Shut up. This is getting me business. It's bringing in.
Oh, it was. And then people would send me like DMs like, mira, güey, que están estos güeyes.
Dude, you never know. That negative shit could bring business. You never know.
It did. Like people that would come. Like there's another guy, un gordo. He's like, Gordo, apúrale, hazme el small, tengo hambre. Apúrale, gordo. And I'll just be recording him, and he's like, yeah, güey. ¿Dónde estás joteando, güey? Yeah, güey. And like little characters that would come to the shop, you know, like, because our shop was like where there was always bums would always walk there, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of stopped posting it because I posted some dude one time. They're like, that's my dad. Can you please take him down? I'm going to sue you. I don't give a that fool gave me permission to post them, bro. So but I would give these fools money or buy them food, you know, but like I didn't tell nobody, you know?
You just got to get a video of them saying, I give you permission to post
bro,
it.
there was one that went, this dude, he had like this like crazy like contraption where era como de los doctores. I don't know. It looked all crazy, bro. And I pulled over and I'm like, hey, bro, is that an iMac? He's like, yes, it is. You want to buy it? He's like, I'm like, how much you want? He's like, give me like $10. Right now, load it up. I'm like, give you 20. He's like, for real? I'm like, yeah. All right. And then that shit went viral too, bro.
Damn.
But then people like at that time I would get affected by what people would write, you know, and I would get like, oh, I'm not gonna post this, you know. But now I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you need the negative comments. The negative comments.
Back then it affected me, you know, because I wasn't like my skin wasn't as thick, I guess, you know, like
you weren't used to it. You weren't used to being judged.
Yeah.
So I guess that's like the real the real reviews, the comments, right? Like you read all the comments. You don't let nothing slide. You got to read them all, right?
I read most of them. Like I posted a video. I don't know if you've seen it the other day. It was me and the other dude eating, and I'm like, no, güey, te tienes que casar con una del rancho, güey. Mira, güey, te haces tortillas de mano. Y tú con tu pinche sandwich otra vez. And I'm like, I'm eating, about to eat my sandwich. Like, no, güey, la amiga, güey. And I fucking pretend like they took them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking did a close up, and I bit my sandwich, you know, like. I'm like, sándwich todos los días, pero a gusto con mis papeles, you know? and then on the comments on TikTok, I was like, ¿dónde está el chiste? No le mira el chiste, estás bien pendejo, eres bien güey, you know?
That's fucked up. That's the people who had somebody ice take one of their family members and you pissed them off.
And then there's people too like, no, güey, está bueno, güey. No, güey, te mamates, you know? Like, there's both, bro.
But I guess still counts to your monetization, right? Because people are interacting in the comments, like where.
Right to people, bro. Like people DM me. My wife gets on, man. Why the fuck you talk to everybody? Because I talk to them because then they feel like more with me, you know. Like they're like, oh, este güey no se cree famoso, güey. Sí me habla, güey, you know.
Right.
Yeah, that counts for a lot, dude.
So what do? You just pull up your camera and just start filming people and tell them I'm filming? Do you tell them or do you just start filming them? Like when you talk to people on the street?
Oh,
No, on the street.
I never filmed nobody on the street.
Well, the guy you said that was selling some shit on the side of the road and you pulled up.
Oh yeah, that's why I just started filming, though. You can legally film people as long as whatever you can see with your eyes, it's legal to film. If you zoom in, then it's not legal.
Really?
Yeah.
This guy, he did freaking internet lawyer over here.
He has to.
You ever seen that dude, Cardnarks?
Cardnarks?
No.
Yeah, he fucking has a little GoPro, and he goes around different grocery stores, and he's a cart narc fool. He has tu carro ahí. He's like, excuse me, sir, that cart doesn't belong there. The cart corral's right there. Y la gente se cabrona. Hacho, güey.
That's funny.
He has magnet bumper stickers, se lo tiran en el carro.
God damn, dude. I never thought I'd see the day where everything would be entertainment. Cart narc. What the
Oh, I found him when he only had like 10,000. He has like almost 200,000 now, bro. Like in like maybe like half a year.
Also, we're promoting this guy, Car Narcs. Check him out.
What are we doing wrong over here, man?
No,
talking real shit. Fucking nobody wants to hear that.
You gotta go do nopal narcs and you go fucking narc at the nopal vendors.
Have you guys seen this one guy called Tyrone who goes around slapping people's cigarettes?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, who's gonna beat this guy up? Like, because some of them look scripted and some of them are totally real.
Yeah.
No, that dude, that black guy, Funny Marco, that goes in.
He's 22.
He just goes to. He's on his phone and he starts talking. And he goes, he's wearing a black shirt. Yeah, he's right. Like,
I've seen that. Yeah.
Starts describing the person who's standing there. Yeah, I see him. And the people are like, and then one dude was like, "Who is that? My wife?" I'm like, why would it be talking to your wife? Like, it makes no sense.
I don't know his name.
Huh? What'd you say, Jesus?
But it wouldn't be the wife to know what he's wearing.
Yeah. There's another dude, I don't know his name, but he goes around the Walmart, so he'll be like, he's like, that you, Miss Jones, you used to fuck my grandpa. Remember?
Oh my God. Is that legal to say shit like that?
Why not?
I think so.
Or there's another one, he's like, is that you, Dimples89 from Instagram? Oh, I knew that. Give me a hug. Like hugging random people and shit.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, we're friends. We're friends on Facebook. Yeah.
His name, My House is Dirty. That fool throws like he'll like pop things in the Walmart, throw shit in the air, like throw pillows over the thing, like crazy shit in there.
Well, I guess I guess that's part of that whole Daniel Hernandez thing too, right? Just like trolling people live.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. People have told me to do that kind of shit. I'm like, I wouldn't want people to fucking bother me, bro. So I don't do that shit.
I was gonna ask you, Julian, like, have you noticed anybody trying to ride your wave or trying to like bite your style or try to piggyback on what you're doing?
There's some things I've done. I think that people have like fucking copy me. But I don't say shit. They don't give me no.
But you what you learn is it's like comedy.
Yeah.
Premises. It's hard to have a truly
Original,
unique premise because most premises have been done, if not all. I mean, unless it's a new technology or something, a new invention, then you can have a new idea about that. But if it's something that's been around, more than likely somebody's done something about it. It's just your own perspective on it. That's all it is.
It's like when I feel like if somebody steals your joke or takes your joke, you can feel that it's not authentic or real because they don't know the real story behind it, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. And I don't know if you've done this or not. I just get tired when Latinos do, oh, la chancla. I'm like, come on, bro. Please. How many times we got to hear la fucking chancla? How many fucking times? I know about la chancla, right?
That's what I've did a couple of shows with George Perez, and that's what he's told me. He's like, do shit that you know that's you, like your smog shit or shit that you know that people are not gonna talk about because who the fuck's a comedian does smog, bro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, you could talk about hating it, and why do you hate it? What do you hate the most? That's what people find funny because that's what people relate to. When people can relate to your shit, comedy's about comedy. When you don't do good in comedy, it's because you don't connect with your audience. Yeah. And that's a difficult thing to do when you do comedy shows and you're doing somebody else's comedy show or you're starting out. When you start off in comedy and you're doing shows where it's like 7 comics, it's just a group of people that they put together as an audience. Maybe a few came to see you, a few came to see somebody else. Now you got to win them over. They don't know you. Your people laugh with you, but you can connect with them. The el chiste is connect with everybody.
Yeah.
If you could, and so when you do shit like that, since smog checks are mandatory, who the fuck hasn't had a experience?
I was about to say, Julian, you're like in this special niche, like it's like, like the barbershop, right? But yeah, like everybody has to get this smog check. And then everybody loves to complain about the government. And everybody got to complain about, how am I going to get around this smog check? Or I got to get the safety check or whatever, the lamp or, certification or whatever it is. Damn, like you have like this special niche where you can like tap into like just everybody, like from somebody who's like, super rich and just get it done, get it fixed fast, to somebody who's like trying to hustle and trying to work the system. Like, I'm sure you see it all.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, no, all that shit, dude. That's good shit, dude. Like, you know, how many people? ¿Cuánto y me la pasas? You know, like,
dude, that's a freaking either a web series or a TV series alone, dude. Like, you know,
the mechanic
like,
shit is
like,
funny,
dude. Like Ricky Ricardo had the nightclub. Freaking Julian has like his smog check place. Like, dude, you could just tap into that. Like
what's shady
easy.
shit? What's shady shit? Like, look at the shady shit all these oil change places used to get busted for.
Bro,
they wouldn't even change your oil. They would charge you for an oil change and wouldn't even change it.
Hey, my homies worked there and they had a little special call sign for porque cuando venían con una vieja con una falda, they were in the bottom. Like, hey. And then fucking see the chick with the falda.
Like, they could look up her skirt.
He would do crazy shit because he's like, yeah, fools would come. Oh man, hey, I need my oil change quick. Fucking throw water in their transmission. Fucking throw water in their engine. I'm like, you guys are dicks, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. But you gotta make it personal to you. You gotta be like, you know, like if somebody pissed me off, yeah, I'll put a little fucking sugar in the gas tank. You know, put a little, you know, put a little Metamucil in there.
It's a Metamucil.
Look at that, floje el mastique. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Anything
like,
you guys want to say?
Be like, where the fuck you been?
Oh, let's promote Julian. What's your TikTok, your Instagram?
Julian don't need promotion from us, bro. Trust me. We got
are you on Twitter? I'll follow you on Twitter, Julian.
I think I had to put El Gordo Mamon 1 because someone took my name, fucking bastards.
Really? On what? On what?
I think on Twitter, El Gordo Mamon 1 or I don't remember the fucking name.
Damn. You should have put OG Gordo Mamon.
El Gordo Mamon 2?
Oh yeah, maybe that one. It has my my little logo, I think. I don't really go on Twitter, bro. I need to start going on there more.
No, I mean I haven't.
Oh yeah, I see you right here, my man.
Start tweeting.
Booyah. Here you go.
Look at you. There you go. Look, there's your shirt.
I need to start tweeting. Mira, ese está ahí guapo.
All right, man. I'm following you now, man.
Jesus has a podcast he does, the Drippy Faucet Media. That's what it's called, right?
So if you go on YouTube and you type in Drippy Faucet Media, you're gonna find it. But obviously it doesn't sound right? If you say it's the Drippy Faucet Media Podcast, it doesn't sound right. So I say it's the Drippy Faucet Podcast, but the media channel, because I post all sorts of fucking content, I just post it like that.
Yeah, and we've all had drippy faucets. I've had drippy fucking faucet.
I had fucking drippy wiener.
You gotta get a shot for that, bro. What the fuck? Drippy wiener.
I have a podcast too, but I haven't posted nothing in a while.
Yes, so. Yes, so.
I did one with my son the other day, then I did one by myself, and then COVID, bro, COVID.
Hey, you want to do a Zoom one, dude? Just set it up. Set up a Zoom, and you can do a podcast.
I'm gonna do another one, I think.
This is the easiest way to do it, man. I mean, shit. This is nobody was doing Zoom podcasts. Everybody was doing it in person, which is always the best.
You can save the audio from this too, right?
Huh?
You can save
so.
Yeah, I get the audio. Our shit's on Spotify, on iTunes, on a lot of shit.
Yeah, I use Podbean, so mine's on Podbean and then on iTunes, Spotify too.
You don't even need to pay for none of that shit. You put it on Anchor.fm, and that puts it on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Anchor.
Puts it on all of them.
But you don't own it ever.
What do you mean you don't own it? Yeah, you own it.
Anchor owns it.
No, they don't.
Read the rights, bro.
Really?
I think it's the same thing with Stitcher. With Stitcher.
So I don't get no money from it.
I use Podbean. It's $14 a month, bro. You could get unlimited storage.
Yeah, I used to use SoundCloud. That's what I used to use.
People spend more than $14 on Starbucks way a day.
That's true.
Word up.
Fuck Starbucks. I'm a 7-Eleven coffee guy, dude.
That's just bomb, huh? 7-Eleven?
Fucking A, dude. You go in there, the paisas are in there fucking.
Hey,
no mames, le echan un chingo de creamer and sugar. I drink black coffee. I don't put shit in my coffee. But then I walk in, those motherfuckers are like fucking pinche crema. Or the little ones, they put like fucking 6 of those creamers, 6 paquetes de azúcar. I'm like, puta, por eso estamos.
And then they still dip the cupcake in it.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Well, thank you guys, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, man. Yeah, nice seeing Jesus again, man. Hey, nice meeting you too, Julian.
Like always. Hey, guys, and before you guys leave,